I apparently have to sit down and close my eyes, so consider this the beginning of the podcast, ladies and gentlemen, because...
Everything recorded?
Yeah, yes, Danny, everything's recording, but I haven't closed my eyes yet. I'm doing an intro!
No, I'll do the intro.
For the live. I'm telling the live what's going on. God, kids these days. All right, clap. Eyes are closed.
Hold on, it's okay.
What does he look like, Neutron?
Hold on,
What
Nick.
is he?
Don't open. Don't open those eyes, Nick. Nick, don't open them.
I'm looking for my dog, okay?
He's over here.
Oh, well, that makes a lot of sense as to why I can't feel him.
Hold on, hold on.
God.
Now, Nick,
Yeah.
when I ring my dainty little bell, I want you to open your eyes.
This feels oddly sexual.
Are you ready?
Oh, God. Why is it dainty?
Listen for the bell.
I kind of just heard it.
Ho, ho, ho! Oh,
The amount of polyester hair you're going to inhale during this fucking podcast.
Nicholas, have you been a good little boy this year?
Objectively, no.
Objectively, I think we'll see, because I have brought with you in my sack
Oh, God.
a bounty of goodies.
Why is there so many? Why is your sack so lumpy?
There are a lot of presents. You've been quite ambiguous this year.
I've been drawing lines, Santa. I've been trying to see how many toes I can get across them.
Now, I've been told by a little elf that this is also an audio-only podcast, so care to inform viewers who your guest is today?
So Danny is dressed up as...
No.
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm being joined by famous slave worker.
No.
No? Okay. So you do pay
Get
the
this
elves.
right.
No? So I'm being...
They like it.
They like it. Okay.
They're very happy.
Yeah, I could imagine.
What are you, a cop?
I'm the one who's armed. So...
We'll see.
Well,
We'll see.
Oh, okay. So I'm being joined, ladies and gentlemen, by none other than Old Saint Nick, Santa Claus themselves, because we all know Santa Claus is genderless.
Good.
All right? In 2023.
You got my note. You got my email.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, it's been a big couple of years for you. So Danny is decked out in what I can only surmise is the cheapest beard he could find on Amazon.
The beard's bad.
It's already leaving hair all everywhere. On your gloves, on the microphone. You are going to have a hairball by the end of this. Great glasses. I'm assuming you stole those from Sarah.
I like these.
Yep.
This came with it.
Yeah.
This, the bell, some other things.
I don't think. Yeah, there we go. To the first of many. There we go.
That.
Yeah. That also came with the Santa disguise.
The rest is in the bathroom.
Yeah. What
It came
comes
with Baby Yoda socks.
What about like 85 pounds to your midsection?
That I had to supply on my own.
Yeah.
I'm a sleeker Santa.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I may not be a Santa, but I am a Claus. And you're gonna find out through the course of this podcast just which type of Claus I am.
I'm assuming legally binding.
You'll see. Yes, I'm a
so.
class action Santa.
So the elves, are they allowed to leave the North Pole?
Oh wow! What is this? What is this grilling of me that we're doing here?
They're just like
They can leave when the toys are made.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about elves: their lifespan, a single year. Ho 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 ho!
I just heard that they were trying to unionize and that you were sending in covert.
I tell them they work for a What's happening?
Your beard is falling apart.
That they get to work for a single Christmas, and once that Christmas is fulfilled, they get to go free. I tell them this December 26th.
I can't.
Ho, ho, ho. They work for me for a year. They work for a year.
Do you need some tape to apply to your upper lip here?
The beard's the worst part.
I could imagine.
They work for a year. They make my gifts, your gifts, the people's gifts, and then they die naturally.
Where do you get more elves from, Santa?
They fuck. They get it on. Let me tell you.
And what's the gestation period of an elf?
The whom?
How long an elf pregnant,
I
Santa?
just mash them together until a little elf comes
like
out.
2 animal crackers in kindergarten. You just see which one is stronger.
Yeah, it takes a couple days. It doesn't take quite long.
Okay.
Because their lifespan, again, is but a year.
Yeah.
They don't know this, though.
Oh, yeah.
Which
You keep them in the dark.
Exactly. And every night I walk into their bedroom. Don't look at what I'm doing. Every night I walk into their bedroom and I say, we fucking in here?
And you better hope they are.
And you better hope they are.
Because there's more sex going on in the North Pole than an old person's home.
Exactly. And the babies that don't make it, they become the coal.
Oh!
Yes.
Oh, so you just burn them up real nice and good.
Yes,
So
nice
that's how you
and
keep
compact.
the North Pole warm.
Yes.
Gotcha. This is all
Every
very,
time a child sins, a baby elf doesn't make it.
Chris is put on 450 for 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, we're joined by none other than old Saint Nick. So wow, who would have thunk this a possibility? So Santa, we were together somewhat recently. You and your alter ego were together somewhat recently, as in we did a podcast quite literally 2 days ago.
Correct.
Or maybe we did it Monday, so 3 days ago. So not a whole lot has happened since then. But that's
Close to nothing.
yeah, that's the beauty of this podcast is because we can just run bits to fill out time. Also, there's a new episode of JJK, so we got that to talk about. We also have a game to play today, and that game is going to be what? I believe you're more on the know than I
It's
am.
the return of our classic game, Guess the Anime by the scathing My Anime List review.
So, are we going to be doing homework for that one?
We, I believe, should.
Okay, cool. Because you probably want me to lose. It's
Of
probably been
course.
rigged against me once again, even though Madoka Magica has been wildly successful for you.
I am going to throw game after game at you until you watch Link Click.
Listen, maybe I'll just watch it in my free time and then never tell you. And then when I get it for homework, I'll have no homework. I'll get ahead of it.
Let me tell you, if you've watched Link Click, you would have no choice but to tell me.
Oh yeah,
You could not sit on that.
Do you think I couldn't sit on that information?
You could.
Oh boy, do I have
It's so explosive.
I have some surprises for you then.
Yeah.
You think I can't sit on a surprise?
Not Link Click.
Oh yeah.
I think it's gonna blow you away.
I'm surprised Madoka Magica hasn't blown you away yet. I told you this was going to be an issue.
It has blown me away, and it is an issue.
Yeah, the beard is not going to be great for
There's
you.
no solution.
You're going to aspirate so much nylon.
Go on.
It's going to be genuinely terrible for you. So yeah, this is Otakus Anonymous. My name is Nicholas, also known as NC Hammer 23, and I am joined by the Sultan of Christmas, the Kaiser of Christmas spelt with a K.
Yes, the tyrant of the poles.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. The czar of also Christmas because it's spelt with a C.
Yes, it is me, Emperor Claus. I'm so committed to the bit, I'm not going to plug myself.
I love that. I love that you also found time to be here, Santa.
I want you to know, I could have watched anime. I had so much time to watch anime this week.
You were sick.
I was so inundated with this bit. When you see how much effort goes into what's to come.
I like the idea of this podcast slowly but surely just leaning away from anime just because your bits take like an hour and a half.
It took me all week. This took me the remainder of the week to do.
Yeah.
Also, I want our viewers to see the care, the divide in the care that I put into this podcast and that Nicholas puts.
Oh, I'd like to point out the fact that I pay almost $2,000 or more a month in rent to have an extra bedroom at this house.
Tomato.
And that we're set up in this office that I so meticulously curated for everybody. I also made the podcast happen. I keep up with the anime. And
if this Santa bit didn't happen, we would be dead in 3 episodes.
you're right. We wouldn't even be without the fruit, without the honey sticks. Low key, probably our favorite, the audience's favorite things that have happened recently have probably been your bits.
God knows it's not my takes.
Yeah, no, hey, you're loved, right? You're loved. Even though you're a contrarian, you're loved.
Easy.
That's it.
Speaking of bits, takes nobody like, I have gotten quite the amount of vitriol on saying that no My Hero movie is very good.
I
Can't believe people agree with you.
I told you it was an incredibly bold take.
I would have thought that Mugen Train and Jujutsu Kaisen 0 properly raised the bar across the board. Because the My Hero movies...
What do you mean raised the bar?
They're like The My Hero movies don't smirk at me.
I can't even tell if you're smirking at me. There's too much beard.
The My Hero movies are good as far as like your typical shonen movies go, but Mugen Train and JJK Zero are like good just movies.
Okay, well, as a movie, I think the MHA movies are just as good as Mugen Train or Chapter Zero. That's not entirely true. That's okay. So that is definitely a stretch. But like, okay, as like a movie,
I think they're as good as Mugen Train, and I'm lying.
yeah, and I actually don't believe in this take. I'm being a contrarian. No, I think the MHA movies are very good, but I think the reason that we hold like JJK Zero and Mugen Train in a higher regard is because there's canon, like because they're canon. We have to be like
allegedly. So are the My Hero ones. Allegedly.
It's what everyone says. Everyone's like, oh, these are canon. And it's like, when the fuck did these happen?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Bakugo got one for all, then he lost it. It's like, oh, what? It's okay. So the reason that they're allegedly canon is because the second like villain 9 shows back up again in the manga and the anime.
Oh, that's big.
Yeah. So it's like there's like some crossover between them, but like there's like massive events that happen, like especially in the most recent one, there's like a world sweeping event that takes all of the heroes of the world working together to figure out. And then like one of the biggest talking points of season 7 of MHA is people being like, can't risk sending our heroes out. It's like there's incredibly non-canon things that happen. But yeah, it's like there's no confirmation as to whether or not they're canon. It's just 9 shows up in the movies and the anime.
The creator said it. The creator's like, these are canon. They just they won't come up again.
Really? Mm-hmm. Who told you this?
My Discord and the internet and the creator himself, because I'm Santa.
Oh, because you're Santa? When you popped into his room because he was such a good boy, he was like...
Yeah, I said, hey, here's your GameCube. What's up with these movies?
He's like, he's like also like speaking Japanese. Are they canon?
He's like, hi, my treasure, shut the fuck up, shut up. I have to do that every night.
Just shoving his own cookies back in his mouth. These are awful. These are bad. You know how many cookies I have on a nightly basis?
Why are they made of rice? Do you know nothing of my lore?
I did American cookies. Oh god, that's so fucking funny. Okay, so apparently they're canon, but like, all right, then sure, maybe they're canon. But like, if it's like, oh, it's canon, but it never comes up again.
Then is it really canon?
Is it really canon?
Yeah. If a canon episode comes out and no one's around to watch it, did it really happen?
Like, did it happen? They're just like, oh, like, yeah, like, there's that character over there. It's the same thing with Boruto. It's like, oh, it's anime canon.
Yeah.
You'll just never see the characters in the manga again. It's like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
What does that mean? That's filler.
It's ridiculous. Each movie also has like a moment where Deku or someone gets some device or costume or power that at the end they're like, whoa, too bad we can't use that ever again.
Schmoopsie, you got the Godstone.
Whoopsie doopsie, the gauntlet broke, the costumes suck, the power's done.
Yeah. It's literally, that's exactly what happened with the Black Clover movie. It's like there's this like sword that has like all of the magic in the world, and they're like, oh, final slash, and it just explodes, and they're like, thank God that's over. And you're like, cool.
Thank God we wasted that on this guy.
Yeah, on like the first Wizard King or something. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, they're fine. Like, I think they're, here I am the one arguing that they're good. And yet I'm the guy backed into being like, they're not canon.
They're just fine. They're okay.
They're varying levels of good. Yeah. Some are really good. The most recent one was really good. Yeah. Some are fine.
I would never recommend, I'd never use them to recommend a show. Like
that'd be weird. You wouldn't understand what's going on.
Well, like that's true. But I mean, like Sarah saw Mugen Train and didn't watch Demon, or I'll put it this way.
That's still psychotic. That was a psychotic thing you did.
Yes, correct. Objectively.
I mean, not as psychotic as forcing generations and generations of elves into slave labor, but it's out there.
You really don't want these presents, do you?
No. Listen, those are blood presents.
I have a lot in here.
Yeah, I can see.
I worked very hard.
Yeah? You worked hard.
You know how hard it is cracking a whip?
You delegated.
Yeah. But, with Demon Slayer, when Mugen Train came out, I was like, you have to watch Demon Slayer to get to Mugen. Like, I used Mugen Train as a selling point.
Yeah.
I was like, this movie is fucking phenomenal. Same with JJK Zero before season 2. I was like, this is the good JJK content.
Do you want me to like do you want me to like, get a razor and we can shave your top
I
lip?
hate this beard. I
You're
would,
the one forcing yourself to wear it.
what am I gonna do? Be beardless Santa?
You could be.
No chance.
All right.
I would never be like, dude, you gotta watch My Hero. It's 5 seasons and 3 banger movies.
Yeah.
Let me know when you get to those movies, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, also there's
They're
movies.
add-ons. That's
Yeah,
the
exactly. That's what I mean.
Yeah. It's just like,
Which
oh,
are fine.
you enjoyed MHA? Go watch these.
They're okay DLC.
Yeah.
But they're not like banger expansions. It's not like the Skyrim expansions where I'm like, you need Dawn Guard.
You do need Dawn Guard because you can buy a house finally.
That's Hearthstone, but go on.
Oh, close enough.
Hearthhome.
Hearthhome.
I need them to know I know.
Yeah, yeah. Listen. When it comes to video games, I know something sometimes. You know, except when it comes to Kratos. You know,
Don't make me.
except when it comes to Kratos. 'Cause, everyone hates your Kratos. Takes.
Everyone does hate my Kratos takes. Here's a bit of flashback. The original creator of God of War hates the direction the new games are going in.
Yes.
That's the big news of this week. Allegedly, he's had some other like bad takes.
Surprise, surprise. Guy who in the first game he ever makes like 30 seconds into the game a fucking simulator where you have to hit the buttons correctly to fuck some random girl after you lose your entire family. Yeah.
Surprise, surprise. The guy who made the fucking and murdering simulator doesn't like the parenting simulator.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. You think this guy ever was like, hey, what if Kratos like
Felt.
felt? Yeah.
Yeah.
What if he smooched?
Yeah, what if Kratos had a father who understood him and allowed him to pursue his passions?
Yeah,
Like,
so
no.
he thinks Kratos has gone soft. He doesn't like the direction the games have gone in, and everyone's like reaction to that is so vitriolic and like, yeah, that's why your ass isn't working on the games anymore. And it's like, hey, it's so not surprising he doesn't like it, and it's so okay that he doesn't.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he doesn't like when the thing he created gets changed completely?
Yeah.
What a surprise.
Yeah.
So I just made a video being like, saying that, essentially being like, respect opinions. It's so fine that this guy doesn't like it because it like, everyone comes at it being like, I'm so smart. I get God of War Ragnarok. I fucking like, I understand nuance and maturity and you don't, and that makes you dumb. You look dumb when you're like, my game is so mature and so nuanced. You fucking idiot!
Yeah,
you fucking pig!
You understand this?
Yeah,
Look at
like-
it. Look at Kratos. He's got a son. He says boy.
Yeah, nice. It sounds like you know a thing or two about maturity and nuance, guy.
Yes, of course. That's
Like,
me. That's me. I'm totally not used to being yelled at by people who are like, oh, Merwem's character development is symbolic of him becoming a man while Gon becomes a monster. And if you ever say Hunter x Hunter is actually hiatus x hiatus, I'll cut your fucking eyes out.
I like hiatus x hiatus. I've never heard that before.
It was Togashi's Twitter handle for a long time.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. He leans into it. He knows.
Yeah, that's
he's
good.
sick. He's
There you
deep,
go.
he's deeply
he's
ill.
literally sick.
Yeah, he's not doing well.
Yeah.
We'll never see the end of that story. Anyways, so surprise, surprise, another week Danny gets yelled at.
Yeah, it's always God of War. I gotta just stop. It sucks because I kind of like the game anyway, so it's like, I'm still gonna play it, and when I play a thing, I want to talk about it.
You've backed yourself into, you're very, like, but when it comes down to video games, you are very critical.
Yes.
Like, you're a very critical, like, video game consumer.
Well, it's because like I only latch on to like the extreme opinions. Like if I think a game is like pretty good, or if a game's like okay, or just like doesn't do anything new, there's no video there.
Yeah.
But if I'm like, oh, this is something I noticed, other people haven't noticed.
You don't want to, like,
that's the
sit
video.
under, like, news of, like,
Yeah,
like Kratos, or, like, God of War gets 97 on Metacritic, and you're like,
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate 3 is in shambles right now.
It's-
And just
yeah,
point up and just, like...
It's like, okay, this has to come off.
No, oh God, you know what you look like right now?
What do I look
You look exactly
I look like Bad Santa?
You look like Jeffrey Dahmer is what you look like. You look like...
What do you think Jeffrey Dahmer looks like?
You look
When
like
has Jeffrey ever been a Santa?
You look, it's the round glasses and like the like semblance of a beard. You look like Jeffrey Dahmer.
Wow.
If he was substantially shorter, he was a very tall man.
I thought I looked good.
You do. Jeffrey Dahmer historically
He
got
was
laid
handsome.
a lot.
Yeah, I was handsome.
And then, you know, he got stab you a lot.
he got stabbed a lot.
Stab you a lot.
But yeah, well, it's just like, yeah, I hate, like, if a game's good, like, I praised the hell out of Spider-Man. I praised, like, parts of Mortal Kombat. I praised Baldur's Gate a ton. everyone thinks I just complain. It's because the videos that get views are the ones where I'm like, hey, Mortal Kombat is greedy as hell and broken as hell. God of War's story is a fucking mess. Those are the view videos, so people think those are the ones I only do.
Yeah.
So.
You got to lean into it. You're a subject of controversy. It's so funny
Unfortunately,
because
it's exhausting. I hate it.
you're a subject of controversy on TikTok, but not on YouTube.
Not at all.
And YouTube, I'm the same way. I post something on TikTok and everyone's like, kill yourself, kill yourself. And I'm like, thank you. I'll be back next year. On YouTube, everyone's like, wow, Nick, this was super informative. They'll send me emails. They'll be like, I love all your videos.
Yeah.
Please keep posting forever. And I'm like, that's nice.
Yeah,
that's good. I'm like, why do I post on TikTok? It barely pays me. I was like, why am I still here?
I know, just to suffer.
Oh, just to suffer, baby. Speaking of suffering, we had a somewhat big week in manga, if you don't mind me.
Go on.
Doing a little manga corner.
Yeah.
So it's really 3 big chapters coming out in manga. By the way, happy Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. Happy
holidays.
Happy holidays. Yeah, that's right. Whoa, hey. What kind of war on Christmas you trying to wage
You're
here?
right. Hold on.
Yeah.
I will cut any person who celebrates any other holiday.
You heard them, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, Hanukkah's already over, so you can't really say Happy Hanukkah. But Merry Kwanzaa. I think Kwanzaa's around at the same time as Christmas.
Yes, it is. 26th. I'm Santa. Oh. I have to know my competition.
That's fair. You're scouting it out. Yeah. You're like flying laps over Africa, being like, fucking watching you. You know, Kwanzaa was made by a UCLA professor. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, he was like, I think Africa needs its own merry winter holiday. And so he was like a UCLA professor of African studies. Wow. He was like, I'm making Kwanzaa in the 70s. Kwanzaa's very new.
I know nothing about Kwanzaa.
Nobody
except
does.
its date.
Yeah. Nobody. That's actually very impressive. I like the idea that you've done research for this role. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have to. I get in my characters. I method act.
Are Santas, they in a union? Are they union actors?
I don't know what anyone pays a Santa. I don't know how you apply to be a Santa.
I mean, a beard would help. I mean, that's stage one.
I know. I like, my dad sent me a video, mid-reaction video. It made it into the video. My dad, out of nowhere, sends me a video, and it's this mall Santa talking about how this kid died in his arms, like mid-Santaing. And it was devastating. Ruined my whole day.
To stay alive a little longer.
He was like doing like a leukemia ward or whatever. And the kid's like, Santa, am I gonna go to heaven? And Santa's like, geez,
fucking
kid.
Not my jurisdiction, but I fucking, did you want a PS5?
Yeah, like,
he's just like, puts him down, just like slides out a Game Boy.
Yeah.
Just like,
he's like, someone take this. Someone take this from me. But he's like, you know what? Tell him Santa sent you, and you'll get right in. And he's like, really? And he's like, I guess.
You fucking sure.
To bawling, and I'm like, oh. I'm like, Dad, I'm like balls deep into this Excalibur Soul Eater episode. Isn't that what I need?
Excalibur.
From the United K's coming to California. That's how it goes.
Is that what?
Yeah.
Really?
From the United K, I'm coming to California.
That's all. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Wow. All I remember is Fool.
Yeah, I love him. He's so good.
Okay, here's the thing. Excalibur is the perfect example of a cult classic hero because everybody, when Soul Eater came out, everyone was like, oh, Excalibur. It's like the symbol, because anytime Excalibur is around, it's a filler episode.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen in the manga.
It's exclusive filler, too.
Like,
they just spend a whole day in his cave.
Yeah, like he's like a symbol that we are in a filler arc. And it's like, but every single time I see him, I'm like, I'm so happy he's here. I love having him around. I don't even mind the filler if it's Excalibur based. And everyone's like, oh, like when it came out, like, oh, I hate Excalibur. He's a filler, like a filler character. He symbolizes all the filler in Soul Eater. Nowadays, if you don't like Excalibur, you're insane.
How could you not?
How could you not?
I can't fathom that. I can't fathom like going to school one day and like my friends like, did you see that dumbass new Soul Eater episode?
Yeah.
Where's the plot?
Yeah.
Like, fucking what, dude?
Yeah.
Where's the plot ever in Soul Eater?
Like I just want to hear a little white thing twirl his cane and sing a little dante.
He's so good.
Yeah, he's great. All right, anyways, manga news. So with the Christmas season coming around, there's about 3 big chapters that came out recently. And those 3 big chapters are, well, Black Clover is returning on December 25th.
Big.
And what?
That's big.
Kind of. It's only 28 It's 28 pages.
Right.
So it's only coming out every 3 months and it's 28 pages.
That's so small.
Yeah, so
that's nothing.
It's basically like 2 chapters of weekly manga, but every 3 months.
Wow.
So people like
seasonal.
Like, yes, things like Boruto are 40 pages and they come out every month. So people figured like, oh, it's gonna be like 50, 60, 70 pages, 28.
Wow.
Yeah, not great.
That's so little.
I've kind of read the chapter. It's really good. It's just the continuation of a fight, and it doesn't give me a lot of faith because the fight doesn't really get anywhere.
Yeah.
It's like you figured like, oh, we're in the final battle of Black Clover. We're gonna be wrapping up the battle here pretty soon. 28 pages. Like maybe they'll like wrap up like because like it's kind of split. Like certain teams are fighting certain people, and it's like really split into like 3 or 4 main battles. So maybe in these 28 pages, we're gonna see one main battle wrap up. No.
Damn.
Like it's like a shadow clone gets killed, and that's kind of it.
Right.
Like it's like literally like one group of people kills a shadow clone, and that's the end of the chapter. See you in 3. I'll see you in fucking April.
At least I feel like it's kind of commendable that he's like, I'm not gonna change the pacing because of the like release schedule.
Yeah.
Like in the long run, when the manga's finished and someone's like reading it beginning to end, that will be better for it rather than like with Bleach where it like ends up feeling rushed towards the end, allegedly. But that's brutal.
It's the manga won't end for, I shit you not, probably 4 or 5 years.
Vicious.
Isn't that crazy?
At a seasonal pace.
At a seasonal,
Yeah.
like 20, if it's 28 pages, I cannot see like Black Clover's manga ending in anything less than 13 to 14 chapters.
Yeah, that's wild.
Which would be at least 3 years.
Yeah.
It's only 4 chapters a year. If it gets to 12 chapters, that's 3 fucking years to finish one fight. One fight.
Yeah. I've always wondered about you predict when manga's gonna end very frequently.
Mm-hmm.
You mispredicted JJK ending this year.
Well, there was news from Jump Festa that
Oh, that
JJK
he
will be
won't be
done
there
by the end of
till
next
next year.
Well, so there was last year there was preliminary talks about the fact that like JJK was like, okay, it's gonna be wrapped. Like we're nearing the end of JJK,
Right.
and that was early 2023. So everyone was like, okay, it's probably gonna end this year. And then mid 2023, he was like, never mind. I got some shit left in.
Right,
And he was
right.
like, he was like, I think like he either like I think somewhere down like along the line he was like, oh, the good guys are gonna win. And then 4 months into the year, he was like, no.
Wow.
And then he was like, I'm gonna like slowly, methodically kill off every single good guy in a battle against some final baddie, and that's gonna take a couple weeks.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Right.
like we're not just gonna like kill him willy nilly. I mean. Anyways, but like, so it's like I'm gonna, like it's gonna take time to methodically kill every person that everybody's ever loved in all of JJK until eventually we're just left with Yuji standing on a pile of bodies.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like,
so-
I got some gas in the tank.
Exactly. That's literally the gas. Is like the destination is sadness.
Yeah.
And that was only corroborated by this most recent chapter.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Transition.
yeah,
or segue.
yeah. So the JJK manga fandom is in shambles.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Big headline. Big thumbnail. Yeah.
That's me. I'm fucking pointing up, baby. Just shake the head, point
Yeah.
up. Ridiculous, man. I can't believe another.
I hate the hand thing. Why do they do that?
The point?
I want to know like the psychology behind them going like, they put their hand over their mouth.
Yeah.
Why?
It's for all lack of identifiability. They want to like
In court?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just like I have no idea. Sir.
Yeah.
How do you plead for saying that the DC fandom is in shambles?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're out for blood today.
I'm always out for blood.
coming for 'em.
It's cold. It's raining in LA. I'm fucking shooting shots.
True.
They don't watch this.
They're in shambles.
Oh, it's in shambles.
They're in Shambhala.
They're in Shambhala Frontier for sure. Like it's not great. It's just like okay, I have a grievance to air about the JJK manga that will
Spoilers?
not include spoilers.
We'll see.
Will not.
Yeah.
So there was a recent development in the JJK manga where it was like we're building up towards this really important fight. I just hit my tattoo so fucking hard on the corner of the table. I also got a new tattoo. That also happened. We'll talk about that in a second. So there's a big fight building up. And like one of the big fight is revolving around like one of these characters using a very powerful move. And so there's entire chapters dedicated to talking about how this character is going to use this very powerful move against this very powerful foe, and it's going to lead to this win result, right? And so we're all building up towards this, and it's like finally it happens. It goes the way they want. And then they just change the rules and then it's like, oh, cool, we got our desired result. And then they just change the rules of how that powerful move works because they're like, well, he's new to it. He doesn't know all of the rules.
Right.
And so it's just like, they just like literally ripped the rug from out under us, being like, yeah, sorry, it works like this as well. You wouldn't know that because the situation has never like come up, and we've also never told you this rule. But also, here's a new rule. So it's just like weeks, if not like a month, like months of a build up to this one specific thing happening, and they just yanked the rug out from under us.
Wow, that seems like in line with JJK.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but so in shambles, are they like?
Oh no,
Are they mad at Gege?
No one's mad.
Cool.
No, everyone's
Yeah,
very
gotcha.
used to it. Everyone's like,
Gotcha.
okay, cool. People are gonna die. I've learned to not be connected to anybody anyways.
Nice.
Yeah.
You went through that whole thing without any spoilers.
Yeah. I'm learning.
Woo!
Santa approves.
Anyway.
Santa Dahmer.
I'm my
Jeffrey
own
Claus?
soundboard because I know you didn't do it.
Boy, oh boy, did I not.
You live with this thing.
I do. And I turn it on for 3 hours a week and then I turn it off.
It's just anyway, go on.
It works.
I'm my own soundboard
It's
now.
a fantastic piece of equipment.
Uh-huh.
Okay, maybe all right, after this, we'll record some noises. We'll do like, whoa.
We need our theme song on here.
I don't even know how we would do that. We'd have to.
I don't either, but you own the thing.
Just because
you
I own
should
it.
do the research.
Just because I own it doesn't mean I know how it works, Danny.
Just like slam this door and lock it 6 days a week.
Yeah, absolutely. This room is empty the majority of the
I know.
time. It is very much a waste of square footage.
I know. Well, Nick texted me. I was sick all week. Nick texted me one morning, and what did you say? Oh, Nick was like, hey, Danny, take your sick time to work on the merch.
Yes.
And I was like, this son of a bitch giving me orders. Like, I was like,
I
hey,
was reminding you
I
of
was
something
like,
you kept
Nick,
forgetting.
Hey, Nick, take this sick time to program this soundboard like we want. I did the merch.
I didn't have sick time.
We didn't do the pod.
We did. We did do it.
But like not till Monday. You had all that Thursday.
I worked, Daniel. I wasn't ill.
I did too on the merch. Go on.
Is that going to be our cut? Like, that's like, we're done cutting audio now?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be our audio cue for Stank to be like, all right, stop cutting
Yeah,
here.
no more claps.
Yeah, gotcha. We'll just use these. We'll keep them like, we'll each have one. Give me one. Why would a Santa costume come with these?
For cheer.
This is this noise right here. Oh, what the fuck?
If it doesn't work, it means you don't believe in Santa.
Why would you give me the broken one? Why would you give me the broken one? You're a bastard. And
How is any of this my
your mother
fault?
was a cow.
How is any
I'm
of this
kidding.
my
Karen's
fault?
a lovely woman. I was trying to
Cow?
quote Monty Grails.
that up.
Why?
To use it.
You
call my mom a cow.
That's fair. Karen's a lovely lady. All right. Anyways,
Nick.
am I acoustic? Why? There's. Mine is faulty.
Do unwrap it. Maybe it's bent or something.
There we go.
Pinch the part that's bent. Like blow it.
Oh yeah.
Blow it. There we go.
Find my note. Lovely. All right.
Awful podcast.
Back to the podcast. And the third chapter that came out manga-wise was the most recent chapter of Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man has kind of been what a lot of people call limping in part 2.
No, really?
Which is already like 60 chapters long. It's kind of crazy. But just because like mostly it's like Denji trying to like live a regular life. But we finally got some like insane action in chapter 150. Immediately followed by the news that it's going to be 21 days until we get a new chapter. And it's kind of crazy. It's either because I'm now just keeping up with manga for the first time in my life, or because like there's a change happening. But recently I've realized that like a lot of manga just go on breaks. They just take like breaks. It's like either like 1 week, 2 weeks, like JJK just released a pretty crazy chapter. They're going on a 2-week break. And I'm like, maybe it's just because it's the first time in my life that I've kept up with so many manga weekly that I'm just like not used to this. But I feel like everybody either like manga culture is changing in Japan, which is probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Or it's like this has already happened and I was just woefully unaware.
I mean, the schedule is so fucked. Like you have to work, you have to put this thing out every week.
Yeah.
Forever until it's done. No other
babe.
what?
That's our job.
I was about to say no other. This is so easy.
This is easy.
Yeah.
The rest of it isn't.
But I mean, like creating. What do you mean the rest?
Or
Like YouTube making?
filming 8 YouTube videos a week.
Easier than like creating manga.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that it's harder. I'm not. I'm genuinely not. But like,
It's way easier.
I do
It's
60 hours of filming and scripting a week.
It's so much easier.
Okay. Here's my thing. I understand that serializing a weekly manga is tough, especially over the course of like 5, 10, 20 years.
Uh-huh.
But a lot of them have people drawing for them.
Over the course of like, here's the thing. There's like so not the pressure on us that they have. This is a crazy conversation.
That's fair.
Because like
That's
if,
genuinely
if
very fair.
I make a video that's like boring or like my takes are dumb, I just, like a new one comes out in 3 days. Or if it's a TikTok, new one comes out in 40 minutes.
People yell at us, though.
People yell, but then, like, I just make a new thing and they're like, oh, this, like,
Get
whatever.
over it. Yeah.
If, like, an episode of, like, JJK or, like, any show, like, sucks, you get all the people being like, JJK's dead, this dude doesn't know what he's talking about. Or, like, if a season sucks, that shit gets canceled. You know what I mean? There's so much pressure.
There's not millions of dollars on the line when we make content.
Yeah.
But I'm more talking from like a work perspective.
On a work perspective, that is like a huge pressure. You're like delegating like a ton of employees. And also it's just, I genuinely think the fact that you have to come up with like a narrative from beginning to end that people expect to consistently be good, and you never get like, a week to be like, okay, hold on, let me take a step back and make sure this is all lining up. This is all in a good direction. That's fucked. Yeah. That's crazy.
I, for one, by the way, am very for mangakas taking breaks. I'm just wondering if this is a trend that's like changing or if this has always been a thing that's been around.
I don't know. I have no idea, but I just mean like I'm just saying it's wild that is the format. You've been spitting up a storm.
I haven't done that in a while. How
You've
dare you?
done that all day.
How? What do you mean?
You've been doing that.
What do you mean?
You've been spitting.
No! It's also really hot in here.
You're hot, you fucker. I'm so lightheaded. I haven't even gotten to my gifts.
Yes. Sandy, acclimated to the North Pole? A little too warm in here for you?
I'm just like having a polar bear sit here. I'm from the fucking North Pole. But it's just crazy. It's like a crazy thing to keep up with, I feel like. But I don't know if historically mangas, I mean Berserk.
Well, those are like so infamous. Like Berserk, Vinland Saga, Hunter x Hunter. Like those are like stories that everyone's like, oh my god, hiatus, like it'll never come back. And like I feel like there's obviously a massive difference between a 1 week, 2 week break than a actual literal hiatus, right? Yeah. It's like, oh, like Togashi hasn't put out a new chapter of Hunter x Hunter and now officially 1 year. Yeah. Like that's a bit more than like a week break. Like I'm doing a week break because that last chapter caught up with me. It was tough. And now I need like a week to do storyboarding, like fight, like all these kinds of things, fight choreography, like drawing. But I feel like a lot of mangakas aren't doing the entirety of their drawing, right? Like it's not like...
No, but they like, it's still like a ton of work just coming up with it. Like I just have to like sit down and come up with jokes and I complain about that. Yeah. I can't imagine being like, all right, I need like an engaging 100 chapter story arc. Otherwise, I'm either going to get fired or like killed by fans.
We can't be fired or killed.
Well, exactly. So that pressure doesn't exist. I want to die.
Fired,
so.
we wouldn't get fired, but like we could lose views.
Yeah, but it's like we can, but it's like
we will.
Yeah.
We
for sure will.
Yeah.
But like it's more lax. It's way like I guarantee you, like the pressure is way harder on mangaka and just anyone in like the creative industry. I mean, it's tough being a YouTuber for sure, but like I wouldn't compare them.
No, I mean I'm just saying.
Yeah,
like I just wonder what the trend is like, whether or not it's because it's like I'm hoping that it is kind of like there's two parts of me, and I now understand. It's like I was like I want another chapter, but at the same time I'm like they absolutely deserve time off. So I'm like I wonder if it's like if we're gonna move from a 1 week serialization to like 2 weeks.
There's
like if everybody was like if we just decided every manga comes out every 2 weeks, I'd be fucking down for that.
Yeah,
it's just like you get blue ball. It's like there was like 1 week, and then it's like okay 3 weeks until another chapter. Like god damn it.
Yeah, it's the like lack of a schedule.
Yeah, I want consistency.
Yeah, I wonder if anime and manga is the most content rich industry like at a day by day basis, because if like one manga goes on hiatus, there are like 8 other stellar manga going on simultaneously. Whereas with a show, I feel like we go into like ruts with like TV shows, like live action stuff or movies where it's like, oh, you know, like Succession or like a Game of Thrones season comes out. That's super exciting for like a few weeks. And then you go through like 3 or 4 weeks where there's like nothing happening. Whereas with manga, there's always something good to read each week. Yeah. Right?
I would say that the only other like possible comparison would be like television. Because it's like it depends on like what like obviously there's gonna be like always something good to read manga wise, but it's whether or not that connects with like your values and what you appreciate from anime and manga. Like, oh no, JJK and Chainsaw Man didn't come out this week. I can go read the new chapter of Boruto. I can go read like another shonen manga. But like let's say there's like you don't like you don't like Undead Unluck. You don't like the Dawn. You don't like any of these typical shonen anime anime or manga, then it's like, okay, cool. Like those aren't coming out. Now do I go read like a romance or a horror or something like that?
I suppose so.
And so it's like the same thing could apply to television where it can be like, oh, no new episode of Succession. Guess I'll go watch Pawn Stars or some shit. You know, like there's so much TV you can tap into.
True, but I would say I feel like on TV and movies, there are less 10 out of 10 things happening at any given moment. Like with manga, anywhere you turn, I feel like in any genre, you could find a 10 out of 10 story ongoing right now.
Probably,
like whether it's One Piece, whether it's for shonen, whether it's for romance, it's Love is War.
Yeah.
Whether it's like isekai or slice of life, you have like like yeah. And so
Apothecary?
Oh, yeah, what was that?
Apothecary. I think it's Apothecary.
Apothecary
Diaries.
Apothecary Diaries.
Yeah.
Like with manga, even like I agree, not everything's gonna connect with you, but there is always some like pseudo masterpiece going on at any given moment. Whereas with movies, we will go months and months without there being like a 10 out of 10 movie in the theaters. Like right now, Killers of the Flower Moon, maybe, like, but other than that,
seen it.
I saw it was pretty good.
Well, oh wait, no. No, Hunger Games. Was that the last movie I saw?
Oh, that's it. I don't know if that's like, but that's not like,
I was so stoked on it.
I liked it.
was so
I liked it a
good.
lot.
It was so good.
But that's not like One Piece of movies. You know what I mean? Like, do you get what I mean?
I kind of get what you mean. Like, I movies definitely. I understand that. 'Cause, like, movies, there is long droughts.
Right.
Depending on what, like, some people like Saltburn, like that, like, kind of thing. Like, it depends. It really depends on what you look for. But, like, there's only a couple of, like, big movies. Like, movies come out, and I think the reason that, like, anime and manga is, like, so consistently better, there's always a 10 out of 10, is because it's way more incremental.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, 15 pages every week.
Yeah.
And that's going to last, if it's 100 chapters, 2 years. If it's 500 chapters, like MHA, that's going to be almost 10 years.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like 10 years of like little bites the whole way. So you can tap into the story going on anytime over the course of 10 years. How many television shows on a percentage level have run 10 years?
True.
How many movies... Like a movie is like everything all at once. You know, it's like, here's the entire goddamn story. Hope you like it. So you're there, you're entertained for an hour and a half. Well, manga will keep you entertained on a weekly basis for like 5 minutes.
Right.
So it's a matter of like how you consume your content.
Right. That makes sense.
So it's just spoon feed me slowly over the course of 25 years, like One Piece, and I guess I'll be happy.
True. Yeah.
Cool. Speaking of things that definitely aren't spoon feeding us.
Yeah.
You want to talk about JJK?
I think first.
Oh, you think first is Susanna time?
I think first, Nicholas.
I've been a good boy.
Have you?
Not really.
Would
I think
you
we've already covered this pretty substantially.
I think perhaps it's time you open one of your gifts.
Oh.
Let's see right here.
Which one? Give me the big one. Give me the big one. Wow. Santa.
Not that one.
Santa, I'd like to thank for having years of experience in terms of all things presents, right? You have an entire operation of willing workers, we'll call them. I figured rapping would kind of, be like something you had hammered down, Like I figured that'd be like,
I used a hammer.
oh, I can see that.
There you
Wow.
go. There you go.
Heavy.
Little boy.
Heavy.
Hold on, let me pull this last
If this is a box full of coal, I will strangle you to death.
It's not. I promise
Should
you.
I save the wrapping paper, Santa?
As old Saint Nick's classic saying goes, fuck it.
Fucking weeball.
Yeah.
All right.
Now describe what it is.
We got a Pokemon 151 Scarlet Violet.
It is
booster box.
It is. People have been wanting us to
Filled
open.
with spaghetti.
Oh, you got the spaghetti one. Oh, it looks like you've been a good boy this year, Nick. It seems like you've been a pretty good boy.
I was wondering why it felt soggy and the weight of the cards kept shifting. Where are the cards?
Should we open another?
I don't think I want to. Daddy.
Describe what you're feeling, Nick. It's an audio only medium.
I might throw up. I don't know why. The pasta's making my belly really upset.
You've been a good boy. You got a gift.
Can I close it?
Let's see. Here's another.
I don't want more pasta.
Here we go. It's not more pasta. Have you figured out?
I thought we were gonna do live Pokemon openings.
Here you go. Ho ho ho!
It feels warm.
Ho ho ho!
It feels warm to the touch, Danny.
I'm not Danny.
Why is the box?
I'm Spaghetti Claus.
The box is squishy again.
Ho ho ho!
I don't want more
It's
spaghetti.
not. Relax, you baby. Relax. God.
There's so much wrapping.
God, Jesus, fucking baby.
Sarah Oliver. I see we've repurposed a box. Danny, the box is squishy.
What?
Why is the box squishy?
It's not spaghetti.
It's squishy.
Look, I promise.
Oh, it's an Osuke.
Yeah.
As Pikachu.
Isn't that sweet?
Why is the paper wet?
What?
Why is,
No, it isn't.
This is nice. This is
Yeah.
this. Why, the back of his head is wet.
It's Pikachu, isn't Osuke?
Why?
There's more
The
things
box
in
is
it.
still heavy.
There's more gifts.
The paper's wet. This spaghetti. It's spaghetti. Why is there?
It's spaghetti.
I don't know why. Spaghetti. Just whatever you. For some reason, the spaghetti's fucking me
Ho
up.
ho ho.
Oh,
Ho ho ho.
Danny, I looked. God fucking damn it! No.
Merry Christmas.
I don't
Nick,
want it.
another gift. Ho ho ho. There you are.
Oh, this one
young
feels a
boy.
little
There you
lighter.
go.
This one.
Ho ho ho.
Spaghetti Claus.
Ho.
I think they might need you back in
I remember my
Italy.
first package I've wrapped.
Oh, okay. We have Doc Martens.
Nothing makes me happier than the smile on a young man's
Dr.
face.
Airwear Doc Martens.
What is it, Nick? Open it up.
I think it's Doc Martens.
It's a gun and coordinates. Ho ho ho.
I don't think we can show this.
Ho ho ho.
Oh God. Oh God.
Merry Christmas.
90 North, 135 West,
Ho ho
and
ho.
a pistol. Is this how I pay back for the spaghetti?
Those are the coordinates to the North Pole, Nick. I need you to kill my fucking wife. I need you to kill my bitch whore wife,
Did
Nick.
you steal your Doc Martens?
Nick, that is a gun. That is a 9 caliber gun loaded with bullets. I
Just
need you to
so
kill
everybody
Mrs.
knows
Claus.
that he's very real about this, we're gonna do a little audio game here. All right, so take from that as you will.
Merry Christmas! Ho ho ho!
When you came in today, I told you I didn't have a present for you. And that's because genuinely I didn't have a present for you, Daniel. But when I saw that you were so nice and you decided to bring me a sack full of presents, I decided, you know what? I bought something for myself. I still haven't opened it. And it was very expensive, but Danny went through all of this work
You're not gonna make me feel bad about this.
to make me a present.
You're not gonna make
to make
me
me
feel-
multiple presents. So I decided I'm gonna bring this present up. And if Danny was considerate and brought me so many presents, I was gonna give him the special edition lightsaber I bought for $600.
This is so crazy.
One out of 5,000. Only 5,000 of these exist. It is the Stellian Geos Legacy lightsaber hilt.
Holy shit!
This is 1,300 out of 4. This is 1,347 out of 5,000. And it comes from the most recent Dark Horse comic.
It comes with a comic book?
Comic book, still in the wrapping.
Wow.
And
It came in a wooden box.
wooden
this
box.
thing.
I had a man threaten me while I was leaving Disney because he was like, "Oh, you're gonna give me that," and I was like, "I'm not," because I bought it for myself.
Wow.
But I bought this because I was like, Danny, when I went to his house, was like, "Oh, I got a cool lightsaber.
Wow.
I got a cool lightsaber." So I decided that I would buy a lightsaber that was cooler than Danny's lightsaber. But
You got a spite gift.
But because you came in so nice, and you brought a whole sack of presents, I decided that this rare
Holy
legacy lightsaber, one of 5,000, mind you, $600 lightsaber, I would give to you. And you know what you gave me, motherfucker? Boxes of spaghetti!
Spaghetti! Ho ho ho!
I was gonna give you this.
Was gonna?
Yeah.
I gave you gifts.
You gave me spaghetti.
Give me a present.
You can have. Oh boy.
Santa need gift.
Oh boy. I got a box of spaghetti. I got a box of spaghetti and a gun.
And a gun.
Yeah. You're not getting this.
What?
You're not getting. By the way, also,
Preposterous.
yeah, the company that sponsored you, by the way, the lightsaber company,
Yeah.
but
And sabers.
Neo Sabers
Okay.
also reached
Whatever.
out to me.
Cool.
Hold this. Hold what could have been yours if you hadn't just handed me boxes of spaghetti.
Oh, thank you, Nick.
Yeah.
Thank you for this gift I own.
Yeah.
How
One
do
of
I
the
turn-
rarest lightsabers on Earth.
How do I?
Yeah, you got it. You'll figure it out. There's a lot of fake buttons.
Oh.
Also, Neo Saber sells that, but a replica. So this is Disney official.
Wow.
Yeah, 1 of 5,000.
Wow, very cool. My Neo Saber feels better.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Yeah, but is it 1 of 5,000 or is it a cheap replica?
Wow, jeez. My fucking hell.
This is new pod knife.
Wow. That's cool.
I know,
That's
right?
very cool.
Thank you, I needed
Wow,
that.
look at you. The box, genuinely, one of the coolest parts.
Sick. Really,
Yeah.
really cool.
Shall I give you your actual present? We'll say it's that.
You son of a bitch. You son of a
As you
bitch.
sweat.
I know you didn't pay for that. We were given this.
I did. I paid $100.
What?
For shipping all these.
For shipping. What? I appreciate
money.
it. I know. But we're promoting it even though we had to pay the shipping?
Bah.
Humbug is what you're looking for.
Let me get the guy's info. Oh God, I'm hot.
I opened the window and everything. All right, we're going to take a quick break here, ladies and gentlemen, while Danny sorts through his pockets.
Did you like your gifts?
I hated them. Genuinely, something about cold pasta in a cardboard box really activated my gag reflex.
It wasn't cold when it was put in the box.
Yeah, that explains why the boxes are loose. Fucking. That one doesn't work.
Okay. There we go.
There we go.
Woo.
So yes, me and Danny have been given a bunch of really incredible art from a couple of very talented artists, and we wanted to shout those artists out now. We were supposed to shout these artists out substantially earlier.
Long time ago.
But Danny didn't realize, Danny didn't bring in the stuff until he had to bring boxes of spaghetti.
Yeah.
So now we have all the things. We've had this for a while. If you guys are watching the podcast, you'll see that there is 2 wood carvings, or 2 wood burnings.
Show your camera.
Yeah, there's 2 wood burnings. We've had this Minato wood burning.
It's a wood carving. I don't think it's burned. I don't know.
I think it's both carved and burned. It's wood art.
Yeah.
And so I got Minato hitting a mean Rasengan on Obito.
Yeah, blowing Obito's back
just
out.
blowing his back out.
Yeah.
And then you got Ed and Al.
I did. And if you would like one of these gorgeous pieces here, I actually have another one at home. It's Toph. Just doing some Toph shit. I got it at a con. Met the guy who runs these, or who makes these. Very lovely dude. Incredible work. Find him on Instagram at CDH Creations. So Stank, put that up. It's CDH Creations.
Yes.
These are awesome. They
are
these
super
so
dope.
much.
I like that there's multiple layers.
They're very cool. Yeah. So
Because I have some wood burnings and they put epoxy over them, they paint them and all that. Like I have another Minato one in my other room, and it's fine. It's great. Fan sent it to me, but this having the multiple layers and giving it the pop
depth.
is kind of sick.
yeah, for audio only listeners, it's like a plank of wood with the cutouts of the characters over them, and then it's painted. The Minato one's very dynamic. There's a lot of little details to it. Super cool stuff. I love these things.
I know. We also got some other really cool art. Danny bumped into this guy at a con, same con. I think he was Colossal Con.
It was.
And so
This dude makes my favorite art I've seen.
he makes really cool stuff. So apparently, a bunch of people came up to him at the next Colossal Con after that we talked about it, because this is Danny gave me the Kakashi. If you guys remember, a couple episodes ago, Kakashi with a gun, the tactical Kakashi. And so after that, a bunch of people went up to him at the next Colossal Con and were like, "Oh my God, we saw you on Otakus Anonymous. We love your stuff." So he gave us a bunch of new stuff. And so Danny has 3 prints. I'm taking this one of the dynamic trio from Chainsaw Man. And you have?
And I have Naruto and Kurama just looking cool as hell. And then, similar to Nick's Kakashi one, I have a militarized Naruto. So these, I love the aesthetic of these militarized
Yes, yeah, they're
ones.
dope.
I
I'm just now realizing that Gamakichi, or is that Gamma? No, it's Gamabunta. No, that's Gamakichi. Has just a tiny little revolver.
Just a little gun.
Just a little gun. Yeah.
It's so cool. I love the aesthetic of these. I have been DMing this dude, Kawaii Satori, on Instagram. It's Kawaii with 2 I's underscore.
That's how you spell kawaii.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's Kawaii, spelled correctly, underscore Satori, Satori.
Yeah.
So I've been DMing him, like, he loves our stuff, like, I love his stuff. Again, this is, like, some of my favorite, like, canvas art that I've ever seen at cons.
Yeah.
I love having all these pieces. I DM him all the time being like, you need to make more military, like, collaborations.
Just everybody.
Just everyone.
Yeah.
I would kill for an Inosuke one of these.
Oh my God.
It would be awesome.
That would be sick.
But yeah, Kawaii underscore Satori on Instagram. Check out his stuff. He has, like, My Hero, One Piece, Naruto, obviously, Chainsaw Man. Tons of awesome stuff.
It's important to note that Inosuke wouldn't have any other weapon but dual-wielding RPGs. I need you to know that.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
That's the only thing that he would have.
That's sick.
Yeah.
I like that. But yeah, so that's our little... We did our gifts.
We did our gifts, ladies and gentlemen. Merry Christmas, and a very spaghetti to all of you. A very loose noodles put in a cardboard box that's not exactly firm enough to hold them. Boy, boy.
I can't believe how much of a baby you were about this whole thing.
I do straight up almost puked. I really don't get why that made me almost puke, but looking at a box full of pasta, really fun. I don't think, listen, you might have just ruined.
Can you walk me through what it was like to open the first one?
One, was excited because I'm not a Pokemon card person, but I see people open Pokemon cards all the time, and I'm like, that looks like it looks like me playing roulette.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, I love gambling. I just, like, signed a very lucrative deal with DraftKings Casino over on NC Hammer 23. People are like, oh, you advertise gambling? Fuck yeah, I do. I love gambling. Gamble responsibly, obviously. Like, don't gamble too much, but I love gambling. And so what I see
Gamble
people,
dangerously. Gamble with your life,
listen,
say.
if you're not putting the house on it, you're not going to win another house back. Easy as that. So when I see people opening Pokemon cards, I'm like, that's just gambling for children.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that looks so much fun.
It's so fun.
You buy a bunch of packs, and then you're like, oh, this Charizard's worth $300. And at the very least, you get a bunch of really cool cards.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, oh, this one's kind of shiny, and the placement's good. It's so silly. It's just jade cutting for autistic teens, and I fucking love it.
And me.
And, like, ding, 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 motherfucker.
I love it too. I'm so sorry I got your hopes up.
And I keep seeing that box around. Yeah. And all of the Pokemon cards are like, they're like, oh, people have been really liking this 151.
The 151 line is so good.
It's the first generation brought back. And I was like, oh my God, Danny, I see them everywhere. They're like $100. I was like, that's a reasonable gift for us. We're men the means. And I was like, that makes sense. But then I was like, why are the cards shifting?
Yeah. What? Why? Oh, the spaghetti.
Why is the box warm?
Why is the box hot and smells like spaghetti? When I opened the bag, I got hit with just a plume of spaghetti.
Just like weaponized carbonara.
Yeah.
I hate you so much. Can we talk about JJK, please?
Yeah.
How you feeling?
It was like okay, right?
How you feeling? Because there were some people out there who figured you'd be real mad at this episode.
Yeah, Cody was like, he's gonna hate this.
Yeah.
Let me check out my notes.
Do you remember how the episode opened?
It opened. Oh, he slurps him up, right?
No, there's definitely some slurping.
Yeah,
but
Mahito gets slurped.
Well, okay, yeah, but we're gonna do a little backpedaling. I think what we're calling right now. This might be you might have suppressed
the
it.
incest.
We got there.
We got there. Love the dude being in favor of Yuji's executions. Hate the incest.
There we go.
Why is this in the thing? Why is this part of their character? Why would people tell me this shit isn't pervy?
I don't know. It's the one moment in all of JJK that you look at and you're like, ooh, can't defend that.
You gotta love this weird pedophile incestuous sister.
You can't defend it's like a guy who's like doing like, we need free housing for the homeless. We need like united healthcare. We need we need to rise up as the working class and like cut down the legs of these billionaires and also Heil Hitler. And you're like, you were doing so good.
Yeah.
What happened? Yeah. You're like, it's like everything in JJK is like, oh, Nobara is this incredible character, like Utahime, Mei, all cool characters, like not dependent on like men, like out there being badasses themselves. Mei fucks her underage brother, and then And then, let's get right back into like Mahito being absorbed. Let's not forget that like Mei, the 30-year-old, is like, oh, hey, 12-year-old brother, should we sleep in the same bed?
Yeah.
Also, she's naked.
Yeah, and she's like, do you not like when I'm inappropriate or whatever? And it's like, what are you doing? What is this?
It's just, I think
Terrible.
sometimes you just got to remember that it's a manga. And that was Gege being like, oh, wait.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta remember that most manga are fucking strange.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. That's
So,
weird.
But
You warned me about it.
Oh, yes, I did.
That's why I'm not like, that's why it didn't really blow up at me.
Yeah.
You know? You
were
warned
like,
me
oh,
weeks ago.
There's the scene.
Yeah.
I love that for you. Yeah, no, it's just like, it's genuinely the slowest and worst moment of all of JJK, and there's no reason for it to happen. It's borderline inexcusable. And at the same time, unfortunately, it raises like a massive amount of questions. Like it's a somewhat important scene because we don't know Yu, whatever his name is. We don't know his technique.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh yeah, we're in Kuala Lumpur because of Yu's technique. So like might be teleportation. We just don't know.
Yeah, I thought we learned about it in that Halloween episode.
No.
In the spooky one.
So when they're battling against the what is it? The smallpox. Cursed spirit. Basically, all he does is release his cursed energy, and because he has more cursed energy than Mei, the small box cursed spirit focuses on him over her, so she can kill it.
Right.
That's it. That's the whole thing. So it's like, oh, his cursed technique got us to Kuala Lumpur. Not entirely sure. It might have something to do with her being naked, but like all we know is that Yu is like, or Wee, whatever his name is tired because of the usage of the technique.
Right.
So she's like, oh, we can sleep in the same bed. Maybe he can teleport people other places and it just tears their clothes, like he can only teleport the person.
Right.
And so like that's why she's naked. We just don't know.
Maybe he can spontaneously be 18, you know?
You want
Who
him
knows?
yeah, that's the technique. It's like,
yeah.
I'm legal, but it's still incest.
Yeah.
You know what's really funny
What?
and fun for me is that people are like, I can't believe Nick, who's so openly critical of incest and SA and anime,
Where is this
is a
going?
fan of JJK.
It's like one bit. It's like one smidgen of a bit.
People like, so you know how the Mashika Tensei fan does not love me. So
sure.
like, because I'm so openly critical of the fact that like the main character like sexually assaults his 12-year-old cousin,
Yeah.
everyone's like, can't believe this guy supports JJK. And it's like, hey man, side characters, weird. I would rather it's not there.
You know what the difference is? In JJK, it's like 11 seconds with like 2 borderline irrelevant side characters.
Yeah.
In Mushoku Tensei, it's the plot.
It's the main character and the main character's love interest.
Yeah.
Who's his cousin. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is weird. This is whack. I'm vindicated.
Yeah.
Like, I'm right. Gege Ikitami, right?
Akatami.
Gege Akatami.
You're close, you're learning.
Weirdo.
Yeah.
For sure, like, strange weirdo. Everything I said before. Fuck everybody who argued with me about
Yeah.
it.
That's what I
But
said. That's
it's
why
very small.
That's why we brought this up. Like
Yeah.
you were like, oh, it's horny. And I was like, it is objectively at one moment.
Yeah. It is weird. That strange addition.
Yeah.
I liked her doing some insider stock trading.
Which is like, because like her entire thing is money. Like she's
Yeah.
super focused on money, and her being like, yeah, liquidate all of your assets in Japan makes perfect sense.
Oh, it's funny.
We don't know who she's talking to though. But
Yeah.
she's like, yeah, keep me on the inside. But it's like there's an Illuminati.
Yeah.
It's like her, like she's like confirming that like there's like a ring of like billionaires who have like an Illuminati, and that like they know all things cursed spirit, and like that she's their in to like all things cursed spirit.
Right.
So fucking, it is really cool. Besides that,
You
didn't like the rest of the episode?
It was like, okay.
You're insane.
I like the catfish
I think
bit.
it was the best episode of the entire season.
That's wild.
You're so insane.
That's wild.
Tell me-
I watched it like, 3 hours ago? Hardly even remember what
Tell
happens.
me what you remember
Okay.
about this episode.
I like the catfish bit.
Yep.
Very cool. I
Yep.
like that Ghetto's power with the catfish is essentially like vertigo.
Is you fall?
Yeah, that's cool. That was sick.
Yeah.
I liked it. And it was also a great depiction of like what like falling in a dream is like, kind of, where it's like you think you're falling and then you just kind of bump your butt.
And then you just like kind of twitch in your sleep. Yeah.
I thought that was rad.
Yeah. I also think it's a really cool depiction of the fact that it's based off an incorrect, like it's like based off of like, because it's like back in Japan, they believed that a
The
catfish
earthquake,
swam
yeah.
underground and that caused earthquakes. So it's based off an incorrect folklore. So like in actuality, it can make you fall, but it can never consume you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. That's
Right?
clever. Yeah. I like that. I like that the boys are back in town.
Who are the boys? Kyoto boys?
Everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone shows up.
Kusakabe, Panda. Noritoshi Kamo, the other one.
The little witch girl.
The little witch girl whose name I genuinely do not know.
Yeah, Sailor Moon girl. Or Kiki's delivery. We'll call her Kiki.
Closer to Kiki's.
Yeah.
There's one of the more disrespectful moments in the entire manga, which is her using her wind slice and Urame literally just like backhanding it out of the way. Yeah.
I like that she like jumps down. She's like, that sucked.
Yeah. She was like, oh, cool. I'm irrelevant.
Yeah, she's like, that was depressing.
What a way to figure out you're the side character.
When they showed up, I was kind of excited because I was like, oh, good. Fodder. I'm so good with all of these characters dying.
Yeah.
I kind of hope Geto just cuts through them.
There's really not a singular character out of all the people that like battle against Kenjaku there that I would give a shit if they die. Like Panda wouldn't care if he died. Kusakabe wouldn't care if he died.
Panda's the closest.
Yeah.
Panda and the Hemomancer. The blood guy.
Hemomancer.
Yeah, that's what you call it.
I like that.
Yeah.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, it's blood magic.
Yeah, it's sick.
Yeah.
That's Noritoshi Kamo.
Right.
Who is named. So they do a little bit, which is hilarious to me. And it's Noritoshi Kamo is the guy who made all the Curse Womb paintings.
Right.
So he's the most wicked sorcerer of all time. He lived 150 years ago. Only 150 years later, in the same family, the Kamo family, the Hemomancer, the one whose eyes are closed, is named Noritoshi.
Yeah.
And
Right.
I'm like, okay, that would be like, all right, like Hitler was alive, what? 80 years ago?
Yeah.
If 70 years from now, Hitler's lineage,
if the name Adolf comes back.
they're like, but it was like your great great grandfather was an awful man, but I'm naming you after him.
To be fair, though, I have to assume Hitler's great 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 grandson is also probably a bad person.
Germany's
maybe they're all into it.
You think so?
Yeah,
they're like in Argentina
maybe.
being like just like really trying to stoke the flames again.
Like maybe. I mean,
Probably.
even if not, because I know truly nothing
How
about
many
Germany.
generations do you think it takes to like water out anti-Semitism of that level?
It could never happen. I mean,
you think so?
I think it's possible it never happens.
No, somewhere down the line, somebody's got to go to Berkeley.
I think it helps that like you're a product of like your environment. Right?
Yeah.
But I was thinking like if you're like a racist farmer, right? And you raise a farmer, like a kid who's gonna grow up and do farming stuff, and you like teach him racist shit. He has no reason, because farming's a pretty like solitary job.
Yeah.
He's like no reason to not become racist. And then he teaches his kid, and then his, and then his.
Yeah, but they have so much money. Hitler never had children, at least so far as we know. But if they did, they would have so much gold tucked away.
Yeah, there's a lot of gold.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I don't find it unbelievable, especially in this like superpowered demon ass world, that like this family maintained some sense of like shittery.
Like they call him like the stain of the Kamo family.
Yeah. Well, okay, you're right.
Yeah, like nobody in the Kamo family likes him, but they were still like, yeah, we're gonna name our son after the worst one of us we've ever had.
I'm on your side.
It's very funny.
Yeah.
It's very, very funny. I thought the Uzumaki scene, I can't believe you didn't like this episode. You're insane.
It's okay. Every episode of this season is like at least an 8. You sound like our comments now.
Yeah.
This is so not like even close to the best episode.
Uzumaki was one of the coolest looking things they've done all season.
I wrote, Ghetto absorbing Mahito is one of the most gorgeous things in the entire show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stunning.
Well, so
really cool.
Well, you're talking about when they ribboned him?
Yeah.
Okay, that was
when
funny.
He slurps him
another.
Oh, when the big fucking
the huge blast.
Yeah.
That Kusakabe reflects.
The huge like living blast.
Yes.
That was sick too, you're right.
Yes. The Uzumaki was really cool. I also just love Chozo, so anytime that he's on screen, I'm like,
Chozo's the Hemomancer.
He's also another.
Yeah,
he is.
That's what I meant.
He's a Hemomancer because he is Noritoshi Kamo's son, kind of, which they were talking about. Like they're talking about how Yuji was related to Chozo.
Yeah, he's Chozo's brother.
Yeah. Like we learn all of this like through them, right? And anytime that I think this season did Chozo so correctly, it's insane. Like Chozo's one of the most beloved people in the entirety of the manga. And so anytime he shows up on screen, everyone's like, oh my God, it's Chozo. But in season 1, they did him incredibly dirty. Like he shows up one time and his character design was all fucked. He looked awful. And they're like, all right, we can't do that again. Season 2, they retouch him. They make him look way more manga accurate. And every single time he's been on screen in season 2, it's been one of my favorite moments. I love a blood laser.
His blood laser is so great too, because it feels so weighty.
Yeah.
Like it lags behind and he can't like whip it. Like for whatever reason, his arms seem like heavy, like they have to move slow.
Well, because you have to condense an insane amount of pressure in the blood
true.
to get it to cut that
Yeah,
far.
so he's trying to like contain it, which I love. It's really cool. Like, I also love Chozo. I love his bathroom brawl with Yuji. That's like one of the better episodes.
So I think between the Uzumaki Mahito getting absorbed and Chozo versus Kenjaku, like Kenjaku versus everybody, like the hand-to-hand scene of Kenjaku versus Chozo was like one of the better hand-to-hand scenes we've gotten all season. So like them, like when they were on top of that like popped up rock and they were just brawling, that was sick. And then obviously, well, my biggest takeaway from all of this is like everyone's like, oh, Yuji lost in a hand-to-hand fight against Chozo. I hope now everybody understands just how powerful Chozo is.
Yeah.
He's going toe-to-toe. He's one of the most important people in a battle against Urame, who's been around for possibly 1,000 years.
When were people mad that Yuji lost? This episode or the last?
People aren't like, people were calling like Yuji fodder because he lost to Chozo in a hand-to-hand like fist fight, and they're like,
Chozo's so strong.
So incredibly strong. Like, are you going toe-to-toe with his literal father?
Yeah.
And like, obviously he loses. Like, obviously he's no match for Kenjaku, but Kenjaku is the second most powerful person in the universe.
Yeah. It is weird. JJK has a strange sense of like power scaling, or it's like hard to understand. I had a friend text me, and he's like way like more seasoned of an anime fan than I am. Like,
Interesting.
well, I mean, like I know like 11.
He's more chronically online.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Loves anime, huge anime fan. He texted me and he was like, yeah, like, why'd they make such a big deal out of this nothing, like, shrimp cuttlefish character? Like, well, what's his name?
Dagon?
Dagon.
Yeah,
He's
gotcha.
like, they made, like, such a big deal out of this, like, random-ass, like, side character. And it made me realize that I feel like that coupled with the fact that people are like, oh, Chozo's, like, a side character.
Yeah.
There are, like, so many of the characters in JJK, it's hard to immediately realize which ones are, like, top tier strong.
Yeah.
I feel like.
It's because there's a lot of them.
Yeah,
and
there's so many.
People are always dying. Like, people
Yeah.
are always getting cut down. But like, really, the top 10 is like Sukuna, Kenjaku, like Yuki's up there.
Yeah.
Yuki's incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
Chozo's up there. Yuji in the manga nowadays is up there. Like, there's like an upper echelon. It's like really like, I mean, they have the tier system, right? It's like special grade, tier 1. And there's such a congregation of people at tier 1. Like special grade, like it's like below special grade. There's so many grade 1 sorcerers that like it's hard to be like, all right, like no, but what is the fucking Nanami's stronger than.
It's hard to power scale.
Yeah, it's because like you don't see them fight the same person, and then like, oh, they're all grade 1, and then who's the fucking guy who just used? I've been talking about him all day. The guy who used new shadow style to stop the Uzumaki. He's literally also important in the manga. He's got the katana. He runs away from things. You wouldn't know.
Oh, I love him.
Yeah.
He's sick.
He's just afraid of everything.
He's very
He's
cool.
incredibly, like, he's just like he's like a reader insert.
Yeah.
You just see him and you're like, yeah, I would do the same thing.
Yeah. He, or not he, but like, okay, so what made this like the best episode for you?
Well, it's like the combination of Uzumaki looking incredible, the fight, just the fact that we get a Chozo fight. Like, I think they've done Chozo better than they've done any character this season. Like, he shows up, badassery ensues. Mahito's death, I love. I love watching. He was way less violent in the manga. Like, he truly just like gets absorbed, and then like he turns up into a little ball. I don't think they ribbonized him in the manga.
So cool.
Yeah.
In this, it's so awesome. It looks like a wallpaper, like a desktop wallpaper.
And it's kind of a callback to when Mahito did the Junpei hand to Yuji, because it's the same voice. So he's like screaming, and like Mahito's VA is, I want to see him in fucking everything because he's so talented. And then the episode ends with Yuki.
Yeah.
I love Yuki.
Do you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yuki's an awesome character.
She the one with the sword who did quick draw?
No, that's Miwa.
Got you.
You know what? You want to know a fun fact? That's like a spoiler, but it's not like you'll live.
Okay. Spoiler, but you'll live.
Yeah. That moment where Miwa draws her sword and attacks Kenjaku, she gives up having cursed energy for that.
Whoa.
She makes a binding vow. She's like, I will. No, she doesn't give up having cursed energy, but she can't hold the sword anymore. She's like, it's like, you remember how Gon, you don't know this, but Gon gives up all
Remember how
yeah,
Gon,
yeah, you
he
know
says.
Gon. You're a big Gon head. Gon gives up all of the like nen he'll ever had to like become an adult essentially and kill Pito. This is what Miwa does. She's like, I will never hold a sword again, but give me all of the energy that like I'll ever have like in wielding a sword. She makes a binding vow with herself.
Wow. That's
Kenjaku
very Chainsaw Man.
Catches it.
Yeah.
He just
Here's the thing,
bare-hands it.
though. I have a note. She shows up and she says a whole monologue.
Yep.
while crouched here, and then she goes, quick draw. And then there's more time that passes, and then she does it. And my note is, like, yeah, bitch, I could have caught that.
Just standing there, just like, oh, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
Went on for a fucking millennia,
Yeah.
and he's just like waiting. He's like, what's up? What are you doing?
I'm assuming you're gonna aim like right about here, so I'm just gonna hold my hand here preemptively.
Yeah, she just slots it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she's putting her chip into the card reader.
Yeah,
Like,
she's like, and thank you. She shatters her sword, so she can't use the sword anymore.
crazy.
Like of all the reasons to give up a sword,
I
you
know.
really thought you were gonna be the one. Could you imagine me was the person just?
I think about that every time I play a game like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
When I'm just like walking in the street, I'm like, there's a pile of dead bodies around me, and some random ass like colonial soldier runs up to me and he's like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be the one to get him.
I'm gonna get him.
I got this
looking.
fucking dude. Yeah.
It's like I have third person bird eye. I can see you from a mile away.
Yeah, dude. Hey, look down.
Yeah.
Like fucking read the room here.
That
You
guy
are not
had
beating
never
me.
lost a fight before. He's in half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, Uzumaki was exceptionally cool. It's the same thing with like the other episode that I got grilled for, where it's like everything was cool, but this is like the coolest season of anime ever.
Yeah.
Like, yes, Uzumaki was very cool. Yes, the swirling was very cool. Both of those last like 5 or 6 seconds. Put that up against the entirety of the Maharaga fight. Put that up against like the whole like Gojo versus Geto fight. It's just like, or a Gojo versus Toji fight.
Yeah.
Like, put up against the Tojo. God, I hate the names.
It's a lot of names.
The Chozo bathroom fight.
Yeah.
It just like doesn't like. It's very cool if you put like the Uzumaki and the swirly bit in like any random ass episode of like season 6 of My Hero, it becomes the best episode of My Hero.
Oh, for sure.
Not in this season, in my opinion.
Yeah. No, like it's literally, and we talked about this last week, that we've become desensitized to incredible fights.
Exactly,
It's just the way
yeah.
it works. Like it's like the coolness factor has been through the roof every single episode, and Yuki showing up with Star Rage is an incredible way to end this episode. But is it the way to end this season? Because we genuinely don't know if this is the last episode.
I just looked it up. I'd heard before that the season's gonna have 21 episodes.
yeah,
I
you've
just
been
looked it up.
whispering this in my ear all year.
I just looked it up. It's apparently gonna have 23. Let me see what.
Oh,
it's
so we got
on
2
right
more?
now. I think so.
Oh, we're so lit, Daniel.
Let me just make sure what one this is like on.
Because if we have 2 more, that means, that brings us to January 4th. 2 days after that, Insurrection Day, solo leveling, more information on the Hunter x Hunter fighting game, and
All equally.
MHA Season 7. Can you imagine the Venn diagram of people excited about Insurrection Day and MHA Season 7? Like, that's like, it's not.
It's a circle.
It's not, yeah, it literally is. They were all there.
All of them.
I saw a lot of Deku t-shirts at Insurrection Day.
The anime fans have stormed the Capitol.
Yeah, it's just like a fucking Bakugo cosplayer
Yeah.
looking for Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah, just lighting sticks of dynamite. Like, here, blows up in his hand. Oh,
Oh, fuck! Where is she?
they said it'd work. The manga said it'd work.
My sweat was supposed to reflect this.
The manga's like doing a press panel, just like, no, I didn't.
No, I didn't.
I have one statement. No, I didn't.
No, I didn't. There's no like subliminal like White Album thing being like charge the Capitol.
But okay, we do have 2 more episodes, which is fine because boy, oh boy, is this not a season finale.
No, it was like literally just like the most important cliffhanger we've gotten yet.
Yeah.
One of the sickest fights is about to happen.
Where do you? So you genuinely, this is your favorite episode?
No, it's up there though.
Don't say things then.
It's yeah.
Even compared to last episode. Last episode is better than this one.
Better than last episode.
Womp
For sure. This
with
was
the rabbit shit.
this was the same thing that we did last week.
What?
You were like, oh no, we did it 2 weeks ago, where you were like, oh, the train fight. You were like, oh, that's the greatest fight I've seen all season. And I was like, Maharaga or Jogo's fight, way better.
The train fight.
Honestly, if I'm being 100% for real, the best episode is Jogo versus Sukuna. It's undeniably one of the greatest fights in
Shogo
anime.
versus Sukuna.
Yeah.
That's fair. I like the Maharaga one more.
Also very good.
That one's very good. You like the Twin Towers.
I love the 9/11 reference so much.
This has been, for a holiday special,
Oh,
the diciest episode.
we're touching a lot right now, baby. Merry Christmas.
You brought up Hitler so many times in a
I only brought
holiday
up Hitler
special.
once.
Hitler. You did it twice at least.
No.
Yes.
I said...
Yes, you did.
What was the first time?
First, you did an extended discussion on him about his name.
Yeah.
And then you also...
It's in my notes.
And then you also were like, you brought him up when you were like, yeah, in a list. You're like, this, Hitler's back, this.
Oh, yeah. When
You
I
did
was
two
like...
Hitler bits.
I did do two. Hey, three, and it's a big payoff. It's the rule of three in comedy, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a big one coming at the end.
You
think you're the only one who brought a costume?
Jesus Christ. Welcome to the last episode, everybody.
Yeah, thank you
the
so
last
much.
one.
We had to finish before 52, ladies
You
and
think
gentlemen.
I'm sweating because it's hot?
I opened the window. You're getting a cool breeze. You're
I'm
fine.
sweating because you've been a fucking loose cannon.
That's me, baby.
Anyway.
I missed you.
Anyway.
Yeah, you gonna light one up over there. Outside of that, we have... Actually, no, it's everything we have on JJK. So, do you want to do our game?
Yes.
Yeah?
Let me pull it up. I love talking about JJK. I'm going to miss it.
It'll be back. Trust me, with Mappa, it'll be back soon. It might be, listen, there might be a new announcement. It might come out January 6th. They're just like, yep, calling game, coming out. JJK forever. It's weekly now.
Yeah. Let's see.
If ever there was a seasonal anime that would end up weekly, it would be JJK.
God, that'd be... What a way to ruin JJK. As someone who's still like middling on its like actual plot, that would ruin it for me.
If it was weekly,
If this season
wasn't gorgeous.
Yeah, if this season wasn't gorgeous,
Yeah.
I'd be like, God, do I have to watch this? But
The idea of any new gen anime going weekly nowadays just sounds so outside of like the bounds of possibility, which is hilarious because that was the standard for 15 years.
I know.
From like the 80s to like the early 2000s, like if you were releasing an anime and it was gonna be longer than 13 episodes, it was weekly.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, we'll just keep up with the manga. Then if we ever catch up with the manga, filler, or we just ruin the pace.
Yeah. Would you like our game?
Let's do it.
So today we're going to be playing a game where I read you a scathing or positive review of an anime. You have to guess what the anime is.
I got this. And we're doing this
ready
for
to play?
homework.
And we're doing it for homework.
So should we set up how many I need to get right in order for me to give you homework?
There's 10.
There's 10, so 7.
7.
Our usual
We'll do
7?
Yeah, we'll do 7.
So if I get
You got 3 wrong.
You want to do 8? Let's do 8.
Please.
Let's do 8.
Okay.
I'll give you a little handicap.
Thank God. I'm not even done with Madoka.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. I was
All
like,
right.
the second half of Madoka.
Yeah. All right, ready? Blown out of the water. If you're looking for an intelligent show, this one will be insulting. This anime has no connection to reality, no consistency. Nothing about it is interesting. It's just bad. I gave it many chances, but it kept getting more and more horrible.
That could be so many things. Would
you like a hint?
Yeah.
It's very modern.
Very modern.
Yeah. We talk about it a lot.
And it's dumb.
Yes.
And we talk about it a lot.
If you're looking for an intelligent show, this one will be insulting.
Okay, so it's dumb and we talk about it a lot and it's very modern. It's definitely not JJK. JJK is not a dumb show. JJK is a very, like, I'm not going to say JJK is a smart show, but like, you can't watch JJK and be like, oh, this is stupid. It's like a very complex story being told very intricately. I'm going to go with... It can't be Mashal. There's not enough that you would give it like a bunch of different opportunities. It's got to be something that's been running for a somewhat fair amount of time. But, no. Chainsaw Man?
JJK.
No way!
Yeah.
Fuck you!
These are all gonna be fuck you kind of reviews.
That's so this story is stupid. What do you want? What do you want? Like, it's like there's a very intricate power system. There's complex storylines that interweave with each other. There's a grand universe being built in a relatively short amount of time.
It feels like this person thinks JJK is like pseudo smart. That's what this reads to me. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
When I talk about like something where I'm like, oh, this thinks it's smarter than it is.
Yeah.
That's how it seems this guy feels.
JJK has taught the readers Japanese law, astrophysics.
Yeah. It taught me about that blood disease.
Yeah, like biology and anatomy. Like, there's so many things that Gege understands and like actually builds into that manga. It's not pseudo smart. It's actually quite intelligent.
Wow. All right. One for
That's fucking, that's bad news.
Yeah. This show only appeals to people who want big boom, big wow, flying around and fighting. The pacing in this show is unbearable. One fight lasts several episodes.
Okay.
You tune in each week to see the plot move at a snail's pace while characters scream and fly around.
Oh, it's got to be Dragon Ball Super. Or just Dragon Ball.
Is that what you'd like to know?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's got to be Dragon Ball.
It's AOT.
Fly?
I know. I was afraid that would. That's why I was like, "Are you sure?"
Who's screaming?
Everyone's screaming. Who's screaming?
Okay,
AOT.
everyone's screaming in every anime. Like literally.
AOT is a screamy
Flying
anime.
and screaming is how you describe Dragon Ball.
That's fair.
That's fucking awful.
Wow, I love how mad you are.
These
already.
are awful.
We're only two in.
The first one was just, this show is stupid. How what am I supposed to do with that?
I'll help you along now that you only have one more to get wrong.
We're going back to 7.
Okay, fine.
We're going back to 7.
Fine. Simply an awesome anime. The episodes just keep getting better and better and ending season 1 with a perfect finale. From its storytelling to character development, loved every bit. Can't wait for season 2. I'll give you a hint.
So is season 2 out? Or is it
Season
still
2
not out?
is already out. I'll give you a hint. Stank is fucking with you. This is a positive review of an anime that doesn't deserve it.
Mushoku Tensei.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
This one was too mean.
Yeah. No, I got it. I see where you're going there.
Yeah.
No, because season 2 did just come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a mid anime. No emotional attachment to characters. They introduced characters just in one episode. And hold on, I'm gonna redo this. This
Okay.
is fucking illiterate.
Oh, dude, the grammar's so bad sometimes, and you're trying to read it. You're like, am I illiterate? Like, what's going on here?
yeah.
You got it.
I don't.
Just read what it says, and we'll try and break it down together.
No, you don't want that.
Yeah.
All right, fine. It's such a mid anime. No emotional attachment to characters. They introduced character just in one episode and killed it at the end and shows its backstory after death. What do I feel about characters? I am not even emotionally attached. Give it some time. It's such a time waste. No, Dan, just read it as it's written. I'll
that literally
understand.
sounded like a fake German being like, I get attached to one character and then they're gone.
Should I translate a little?
No, I understand. I mean,
okay.
we're introducing characters, killing them off, and then we're showing their backstory. God.
No emotional attachment to characters.
Stank's trying to fuck with me here. I'm operating with the underlying.
I know you want to say Demon Slayer. I'll tell you it's not.
No.
Oh, okay.
That's not where I was going at all.
All right.
I was going at all. Is it the live action Yu Yu Hakusho?
No, do one more guess.
They introduce characters one episode and kill them off that episode?
Allegedly. Killed it at the end. Show its backstory after death.
It's not one. It's not. Is it? Only one person has died in Chainsaw Man, and Himeno was not introduced that episode.
Yeah.
It's not Black Clover. Nobody dies in Black Clover. I'm trying to think of shows where people actually die. It's Chainsaw Man and it's JJK.
You want one more hint?
Sure.
This guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
Fucking awesome. Good. So not only is it barely English, but it's also not accurate. Awesome. So we're not killing people off?
Not that I've seen.
Oh, fucking Christ. That means nothing. The whole
It's such a mid anime.
such a mid. Oh, okay, cool. That's been said about every anime in existence.
I don't know how to help you.
It's so fucking awful. These are awful.
It's long.
It's long?
Yeah.
I guess One Piece kills people.
One Piece.
Is it One Piece?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's a terrible.
One Piece famously hardly kills anyone.
One
also.
Piece has killed 3 people. Three important people. It's killed. I feel like if I say who's died, people go,
Yeah.
happened like
you'll get it.
15 fucking years ago.
Yeah.
Whatever.
All right.
Whatever. One Piece doesn't kill people. And if it does kill people, they've been around for a long time.
What characters have they introduced in one episode and then killed and then shown
Because
the backstory?
here's the fucking thing about that. That would assume that the plot was moving quickly.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah, true.
Like the plot would have to move quickly for you to introduce and kill a character in the same
Yeah.
episode. That doesn't happen in one chapter. The fastest that a character dies in One Piece is probably Solomon and Gamora, who are like 2 giant dinosaurs that the Straw Hat crew ride in Ennis Lobby. And that's like 15 episodes because it's a running simulator, but they're on top of Solomon and Gomorrah, and eventually they get hit by a cannonball. I don't even think they die.
Wow. Next one.
Awful. Yeah.
Don't bother with this terrible, uninventive, tacky piece of utter garbage. Neither the manga nor this show are worth anyone's time. If I have to hear another dragged out nonsense monologue, or another garbage dialogue scene, or see another overused character trope, or watch the worst world building since Ayn Rand, I will destroy myself. Simply put, it's the worst.
It's gotta be Death Note, right? Monologues?
No, do you want one more guess? Because you've already technically lost.
If it's not dragged out monologues
And tropes. Death Note's not really tropey.
Death Note's that's fair.
I wouldn't say Death Note is
Hunter x Hunter?
uninventive or tacky.
Is it Hunter x Hunter?
No.
What is it?
Black Clover.
I mean, that's fair.
That's an easier one.
That's
I'd
fair.
say.
I don't know if I would be like, oh, Black Clover, known for monologues.
I guess.
Hunter x Hunter, tons of internal monologues.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if you're gonna say anything, like the only other thing that could have been flying and screaming, that's Black Clover.
Yeah.
Oh God! All right, so I'm now, since we went back down to 7, I'm now at I can't get another one wrong.
You've already gotten 3 wrong.
I've gotten 3 wrong, which means I need to get 7 right.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. Jesus, this sucks.
It's tough.
This sucks.
It's really tough, especially when you're like, these people bring out criticisms that like aren't related
Real
to the show.
criticisms
And
at
so
all.
you're like, well, like it can't be One Piece. People don't die in that.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah. I admit, I watched a little bit of this show because everyone said it was great. But after watching one episode, I felt like tearing my eyes out with a dull spoon. The storyline is horrible. The characters are very cliche and boring. The main character is a very annoying furry. The melodrama is very typical and pointless. All in all, this show blows, and I will buy the DVD only to burn it in front of a bunch of cosplayers who have no lives and live in their mother's basement.
My God.
P.S. To all of those who hate reading this, watch something good like Lord of the Rings, then come back to me and tell me I'm wrong.
Oh my God, I felt a fedora growing around my head as you read that. Watch.
This is my favorite one
Get
so far.
pwned, that's fucking, oh my God.
This big libtard energy.
Did he watch something good like the Lord of the Rings for the 18th time.
He's not a libtard. This
No.
is big. He'd call us libtards.
Yeah, that's like hardcore
Yeah.
alpha energy. He's gonna sell me some supplements to make me not gay anymore.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with. I mean, if the main character is a furry, it's either Bungo Stray Dogs or Beastars. But I just don't see the cosplayers bit makes
Lot
me
of cosplayers.
makes me feel like it's Bungo Stray Dogs.
Final answer.
I'm locking in. Yeah.
It's Naruto. Oh, the glasses are off. It's storyline is horrible. Characters are cliche and boring. Main character is an annoying furry. It sounds like Beastars.
That sounds
The melodrama is very typical and pointless. This is a Beastars review.
melodrama.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking God. Wait, you watched one episode. First off,
Yeah, one episode of Naruto.
he's
Imagine.
not a furry.
Yeah.
He doesn't ever get
He's got
fur.
the whiskers.
So?
Whiskers.
It's not a furry thing.
He's got a fox in him. He's
In
got
him?
a fursona.
He turns into a deadly assaulting monster.
A deadly furry is a furry nonetheless.
I guess. I mean,
You
like,
give a furry a handgun, you don't stop calling him a furry.
that's genuinely very fair. Very, very
Get
fair.
that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, that's
me.
yeah. Fucking, you call them danger. Call them John Pet.
A furry with a handgun is a fury.
Oh, take the R out.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's good. All
Anyway.
right. Fucking, that's stupid. Go watch Lord of the Rings.
Go watch Lord of the Rings is so funny. Not even like a good
funny.
ninja thing.
It's funnier now that I know that it's Naruto, because objectively that's like if it was Beastars, I'd be like, I'm a man.
Yeah.
But like Naruto is so man coded.
Imagine being like Sailor Moon sucks. You want to watch something good? Go watch Oppenheimer,
Yeah, you
idiot.
fucking go watch The Sopranos again, you fucking asshole. Like, what are we doing?
That's like one time I did a roast of WandaVision, and I did a joke where I was like, this whole thing's in black and white. Who is this for? The joke being that it's like the audience is like Marvel fans and like the average Joe. And I'm like also kind of making fun of myself that I'm like, oh, I can't watch a whole thing in black and white. I got so many comments, people being like, nobody showed this guy The Lighthouse. Like, oh yes, they're neck and neck in terms of cinematic grace.
Yeah, this incredibly like ambitious goal of like Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson's best acting career coming together, and an incredibly character-driven drama like
and
story.
WandaVision.
Yeah, and WandaVision, because again she misses Vision because the whole 8-episode television show ends with she did this because she misses Vision.
Hey, here's a tip, doll. If you miss a vision, it's not called WandaVision. It's called being blind.
Wow, we got zingers all day, ladies and gentlemen.
If I could rate this a 0, I would. Compared to all other anime like Fairy Tail, Naruto, and Full Metal Alchemist.
That's all of them.
That's all other.
That's all. We got them.
Fairy Tail next to Naruto and FMA.
Full Metal. Yep, of course.
This is completely and absolute dog shit. The storyline is so simple, just bad guy and good guy with no complexity whatsoever. I felt physical pain watching this. Just don't. To be fair, you can guess this.
Bad guy and good guy with no complexity whatsoever.
And think of the anime that weren't listed among all anime.
You mean 99.9? Oh yeah, everything but Fairy Tail, FMAB, and Naruto. Yeah, that shortens the list.
Yeah,
I gotta say, if you're comparing it to those three, those came out in a certain time period of the early 2000s. I gotta assume it's another early 2000s story.
You're going down a bad path.
Am I?
Logic? That's a bad path.
That's fair. Throw it out the window. That's been my issue here.
Hang on to the good guy, bad guy, no complexity.
I mean, Chainsaw Man doesn't even have a bad guy. I mean, I guess it kind of does.
What's like mindless fighting the anime?
Mindless? Oh, it's Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball.
Okay, yeah.
There
cool,
we go.
Cool.
You started being like, what's the time period? I'm like, nope.
What kind of the time period?
20 years earlier.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
We only have 3 more.
Oh, lovely.
I love this.
I can't wait for more brain rot.
I love this game. I regret ever wasting my time on this. I really don't see why this has such high ratings and popularity. There is no plot. None at all. It is complete nonsense. Don't act like that. Don't act like this. I won't.
Period.
Yeah,
okay.
Don't learn from me.
Yeah.
If it is some weird artistic metaphor, then I don't get it. The level of fan service is insane. I'd say there's far more fan service than plot. Fighting scene in skimpy clothes. Flashback for a character naked. Oh, and no, it is not only the women, not the men. Oh no, it is only the women, not the men. No, the men are always in a suit. Writing horrible things happening to people over and over, trying to top it, is not art, as much as some might claim. It is not an expression of humanity as messy. It is just angst and gore for the sake of angst and gore, and fan service, and fighting scenes to cater to male teenagers without any depth whatsoever. This is just a bunch of violence, smut, and nonsense.
So, skimpy?
This guy also doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay. Then God damn it.
Go on.
God damn it.
Yeah, there's clues in here. You can get this.
Yeah. The skimpy women.
Yes.
Naked in flashbacks.
Yes.
Men in suits.
Men in suits is a big one. If you're gonna crawl out of this quagmire, that one's gonna be your rope.
I mean, but like suits?
Yeah. No art, no subtlety. Suits. All the women are naked.
But like suits is a like. Is it like a suit, or is it like a fireman's suit? Is it like a suit and tie, or is it like a race suit? Like
it's a suit and tie.
It's a suit and tie.
Yeah.
Oh, that fucking, because I was gonna say Fire Force. That makes it way worse.
Yeah.
That makes it. When the fuck is anybody ever wearing suits? Skimpy women, men in suits.
It's
not Yu Yu Hakusho. No one wears suits. Everyone wears. They like student clothes. They wear like their outfits, or what do you call an outfit when a student wears it?
Uniform.
It's a uniform. Everyone wears uniforms. Skimpy women that wouldn't be Yu Yu Hakusho. I'm trying to think of fan servicey anime. It's not It's not High School DxD because men aren't wearing suits. That's are they?
It's more mainstream.
It's more mainstream than High School DxD.
Yeah,
but it's skimpy. Women are naked in the flashbacks.
Mm-hmm. It's just smut and violence
Just
for teenage boys.
just smut and violence.
And suits. Everyone is wearing suits in this show.
Is it people wear suits in Bungo Stray Dogs?
It's not Bungo Stray Dogs.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm going to look ahead. None of these are Bungo Stray Dogs.
I'm trying to think of like what show is mindless violence in suits.
You want me to tell you?
No, give me. Because Attack on Titan has suits, right? Occasionally.
Sure, yeah.
Towards the end, Attack on Titan has suits, but it doesn't have smut. There's no smut and violence.
Uh-huh.
It's not One Piece. Even there's a lot of fucking boobies in One Piece. People get naked.
Let me give you a hint. When I tell you what this is, the tidbit you're going to be most pissed about is the smut.
So it's just violence in suits.
Yes.
Violence. Oh, it's Chainsaw Man.
It's Chainsaw Man.
Oh.
Yeah, it's Chainsaw Man.
Smut.
Right?
What?
Skimpy outfits. The women wear suits too.
They're wearing suits.
Everyone's wearing suits.
Everyone wears suits.
There's the backstory with Power, and she's naked and covered in mud.
Yeah.
But that's like not
Because she
hot.
doesn't believe
She's
in
like
being a human.
feral. Yeah.
Like she's a cat.
She's like literally an animal in the woods. It's not like sexualized, I think.
Yeah.
And then also, after that, the rest of the episode is her being like, hey, I reek and don't wipe my ass.
Yeah. And it's like her just like being like, yeah, you can feel me up. And it's like, oh, by the way, I wear fucking titty.
Yeah.
Like I wear like padding.
But yeah, by the way, I have small boobs and this isn't that great for you.
Yeah, and like it's like more complex than I like. Obviously, there is like fan servicey moments. That is not the crux of Chainsaw Man.
I knew that one would infuriate you.
Suits.
I know.
The women wear suits too.
They're all in suits.
Everyone's in a suit.
wearing a suit.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Last two. It's a shame this crap has the same score as Death Note. The story is way too slow for my pace. That's a crazy take, I'll tell you right now.
Okay.
The jokes in it are repeated over and over again. I never felt like I want to watch the next episode. After the 20th episode, the only reason I kept watching is because at that point, I'd already invested about 7 hours of my time. I know the hardcore fanboys will downvote this review, but whatever.
Showed them.
Yeah.
I know those hardcore losers who like things
I know.
downvote this. Everyone's against me. It's got the same score as Death Note.
Not like music. Maybe music.
Oh, it's got the same score. Like
Yeah,
score.
up. Like rating.
Oh, fuck. That was like my biggest hint. Can you give it to me again?
It's a shame this crap is the same score as Death Note. The story is way too slow for my pace. The jokes in it are repeated over and over again. I never felt like I want to watch the next episode. After episode 20, the only reason I kept going is because I'd invested time into it.
FMAB.
Yeah, how'd you know?
Because the jokes are the
short jokes.
Yeah, like there's like the short joke happens a lot. Like everyone's like, oh, Ed, get big. Alphonse is everyone thinks Alphonse is the Full Metal Alchemist. That does happen a lot. Also, because you were like the pacing is not like it's like literally breakneck.
Whack statement.
Yeah, it's like
The only criticism I've ever heard of FMAB is it's too fast.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like they absolutely devour that manga, especially for when it came out.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane. Wild
Crazy.
take.
Last-
Same thing though. Also, the hardcore fanboys also tipped me off.
Yeah.
Because like that was because like yeah, genuinely, if you ever say anything bad about FMAB, like people will jump down your fucking throat.
That's true. Last one. It says last one gets a couple short ones. I don't know what that means.
No idea.
These are several short reviews.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, for one anime. I'm still a child because I like this. Hold on, I have to read this.
Oh yeah. Let's proofread these. I'm getting more concerned by the minute.
Oh, this is interesting. This
Okay.
one's mean.
Gotcha.
I'm still a child because I liked this. I'm stupid because I watched this. I don't know a perfect film because I overrated this. Write those 3 lines and read it and remember it. So he's telling you to write that down and make that your code.
Wait. I'm still a child because I liked this.
I'm stupid because I watched this.
I'm stupid because I watched this.
Mm-hmm. I don't know a perfect film because I overrated this.
I don't know a perfect film because I overrated this.
I'll tell you right now, this is a show, not a movie. This guy's an idiot.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So that's what he's telling you to do. Write that down, read it, and remember it.
So I'm stupid because I watched this. I don't know a perfect movie because I overrated this.
And I'm still a child because I like this.
I'm still a child because I like this.
It's nice of you to do this for him.
What do you mean?
The end of this review is write those 3 lines and read it and remember it. I'm not telling you to do that. His review told you to do that. Are you writing it down?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought you were doing a bit.
No.
God.
You said write these 3 lines down.
He told me to do this.
You could have been like, hey, well,
Thought you were
it's
making,
not always a bit, Danny. I'm fucking stupid.
I thought you were making fun of him. I know you are.
I got fucking.
He won. I can't believe that happened.
God
We just got third party trolled.
I don't even.
We got third party pranked.
I don't. Did we?
Yeah.
No. You gotta convey these messages to me, Danny.
Oh no.
Jesus
All right,
Christ.
next review.
Now I got a fucking note here.
Next one.
I'm stupid because I did this. I'm a child because I fell for this.
You're all the things he said you were.
All the things everyone ever says about me.
Don't watch it if your time is precious. Community is the most toxic community ever. Even more toxic than BTS Momos. Okay.
Sure, why not?
Slow, unrelated plots, incomplete fights. Everything is bad about this anime. And the last review, basic shonen anime, but with a pretentious manga. There are good parts, but most of it is mid. So many plot holes. Last arc and blank arc are terrible. The pacing is so slow and narration sucks.
Is there any repeats on this list?
No.
There's no repeats on this list.
No.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. What are you thinking?
Because Naruto.
No.
Because I was gonna say, because like the last arc being terrible, a lot of plot holes.
I'll give you a hint. They don't mean the final arc. They mean most recent.
The most recent arc is
Yeah.
bad. There's a lot of plot holes. Some points are good, some points are bad.
This
I'm
anime's still
stupid because
going
I
on.
watched this. I'm still a child because I like this. I don't know a perfect movie because I overrated this.
This anime's still happening.
Is it Bleach?
No. One more guess.
Is it One Piece?
It's Hunter x Hunter. Toxic community, they say.
I mean, not that I've ever had to deal with.
I also like that they go unrelated plots, incomplete fights. Shit's not over, my dude.
First off, all of the plots are related. It's
Yeah.
sequential. You stay with the same characters the entire time.
Maybe they mean they don't connect to each other, like the arcs don't connect.
They do.
One after another.
They do. There's a reason that they go. There's like, oh, we need to do that. There's a fetch quest that starts it. They go to a thing.
I didn't write it.
What does this have to do? I'm stupid because I watched this.
He's insulting you.
Insulting who?
You, the reader, the person who likes Hunter x Hunter.
Gotcha. Yeah. So if you like that,
Yes.
you're all these things.
Yes. If you like Hunter x Hunter, you are these things.
Yeah, I'm still a child because I like one of the most complex stories ever told.
Yeah, you're really big braining this guy after writing out his whole manifesto.
The comment is so fucking stupid. It broke my goddamn brain. I hated that. Fucking, all right, fine. I'll watch Link Click.
That was an embarrassing finale. Yay, Nick's gonna watch Link Click.
This was stupid. This was all stupid. It was all dumb.
Is the podcast over?
Fucking, yeah? You happen to be here, friend?
What's up? What's
So
next?
all that we have left is Best Boy. Do you have Best Boy?
Spaghetti?
Spaghetti?
Not a lot has happened in between.
No, it's been a very short amount of time.
Cooking and ordering this.
Oh, yeah, because boiling all that spaghetti and dumping in for sure a can of tomato sauce was so tough on you. Yeah. On your bag of spaghetti you brought here.
What did I do? I really didn't do anything new. Nothing.
You know what's awesome about this? I have to go throw all that out. Like you've just handed me trash.
Give you trash.
Yeah.
My best boy is like, what do we call these? Like artists.
Wood?
Artists. Like like convention
People
artists.
who send us stuff.
People who send us things.
Yep.
Artists who make like gorgeous convention stuff and like sell them at conventions. They're my best boy. Love them all. I got like a gorgeous wood burning from the Hungry Elf Company. Made a TikTok on it.
You mean Keebler? Keebler.
The Keebler Elf?
The Hungry Elf Company is Keebler.
Oh, interesting. No, I don't mean that.
Because they force them to cook like they cook cookies all day in that tree.
I know.
And you never see the elves eating.
I know.
Oh, you know
a
all
thing
about
or two about
you all know-
forcing an elf to do a thing or two.
You know all about a short workforce.
Exactly. The Hungry Elf Company, they're on TikTok. They make very satisfying videos of doing like wood burnings and paintings. They sent me something stunning, loved it. So yeah, just people who are creative and do creative things.
That's your best boy.
That's my best
all
boy.
all creative people ever. Wow.
Come on down, North Pole, work for Santa. We need
for
people
1 year
like
though.
you. Yeah,
And
only 1 year.
fuck some elves.
Yeah, and please.
We're trying to interbreed.
I promise you cannot fuck these elves faster. You cannot fuck these elves fast enough.
You ever want an instant turnaround on a baby?
Come on down to North Pole, stuff an elf, wrap a gift.
Just tell him you got a stocking for him, and my oh my. You listen, sometimes I just wake up and I feel like I'm fucking elves.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up and you are.
How did we get so far from like elves are these glorious immortal creatures with like pointy ears, like 7 foot tall, to like they're gremlins who make your toys?
No Lord of the Rings elf is dumb enough to buy into Santa's pyramid scheme.
Oh, so it's eugenics.
It's a bunch of fuck. Well,
It's
yeah,
because of how
Family Guy does that as a bit. They have a Christmas episode where all the elves are like inbred and fucking like
Yes,
orcs.
I remember this. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because of the shape of their skull. My best boy is Higuruma.
Whom?
He's a character in the JJK manga.
Get out of here with this dumbass anime shit.
Oh yeah. You want to talk about creatives and elves?
Yeah.
That's all that this podcast is about.
What's why?
So Higuruma is a character who pops up in the JJK manga a little bit later, and he's going absolutely like the manga is going kind of crazy right now, and Higuruma was just said to be like comparable, like potential wise, to Gojo.
Wow.
Yeah. So like big shit going on.
Yeah.
Like massive stuff. So like that's probably why the JJK manga is like still going, because like Gege is like, don't worry, there's a bunch of like incredibly powerful people who are gonna manifest abilities, and you're gonna get broken powers.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's hype. Yeah. I like a Gojo equivalent.
Yeah. So it's just like we got bigger baddies, and an even bigger baddie, or even bigger good guys.
Nice. Very cool.
And that brings us to everyone's favorite section,
Love
the
letters.
love letters.
Ooh. Oh, do we have news? Like a no, right?
My flashback was that Black Clover's manga has returned.
Nice.
By the time this episode comes out, Black Clover's manga will come out tomorrow, because it's going to come out on the 24th. And then Black Clover's manga comes out on Christmas, which is the 25th.
I think
So
we come out.
Merry
on the
Christmas. You get Black Clover back.
No, we come out on the 25th.
No.
Yes.
We'll come out on Sunday,
Yes.
which is not Christmas.
Which is Christmas.
Christmas is Monday.
You're right.
I am right. You're
You would
Santa.
know.
You're yeah, I would know. It's my birthday.
Ring a ding ding.
Ding ding ding.
It's time for love letters.
Lovely.
Ho ho ho.
Oh, no
You know what?
spaghetti-based questions, please.
We didn't even talk about Tokyo Godfathers, the only anime Christmas movie.
What the fuck is Tokyo Godfathers?
Fuck.
What are you talking about?
What?
What are you talking about?
It's the only anime Christmas movie.
What are you talking about?
Phenomenal.
I've never even heard of this.
Tokyo Godfathers.
I don't.
It's by the guy who made Perfect Blue and Paprika.
Oh.
It's banging.
Oh, so it's fucked, is what you're saying.
Do not make me waste my one homework a year on you.
I've never seen this.
This Christmas, you have to watch this.
Sounds a lot like that's homework, friend. Sounds a lot.
It won't even be relevant next week.
What do you mean the Christmas spirit never leaves us?
Yeah, I have to agree. I'm Santa.
You are Santa.
Let me know. Chat, link click, or Tokyo Godfathers.
Wow, this movie looks really good.
It's so good.
92% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's not even just a good anime movie. It's just a good movie.
Be a real shame if I never saw this.
God, you fucker. You fuck.
You wanna
Hold
know-
on.
you wanna know- you
Hold
wanna-
on.
you
I
wanna-
need to calm down.
You-
You fuck.
You want to know something else fun?
What?
I've never seen Perfect Blue.
Me neither.
Really? You want to
Yeah.
watch it together?
I would. I want to see it.
I've heard it's very fucked.
It looks sick.
Anime Girl 8525 asks, what character from anime would you want to be Santa Claus?
To be what? You're coming for my jobs now?
Yeah, absolutely.
These damn Japanese anime woo babes coming for my Santa job.
Maybe if you weren't taking time off to be on a podcast, Santa, people wouldn't be trying to replace you.
It doesn't matter which character I want to be Santa, because there is an anime character who already is Santa, and that's Levi Ackerman. Spoilers for Attack on Titan, it ends with Levi becoming Santa Claus.
Literally, it's just Levi handing out candy to kids.
It's Levi, yeah, just in a wheelchair,
Yep.
in the middle of a road, in the middle of a
With no
street.
one there to keep an eye on him, too. He's just left there. He's just like, just wheeled him out there and like, hope the kids don't stone you.
Yeah, in the middle of the street, and then you just see seasons change over him.
It's just snowing and then raining and then it's clear again and Levi's just like, please take the candy.
That's who. It's Levi Ackerman. He's already Santa in the Attack on Titan universe.
And he can get from building to building. There's also another character who straight up is just Santa, but in a very different sense. And that's because my answer is going to be Momo, aka Creati from MHA. Yeah. Her entire thing is that she eats and she makes things.
True.
So you're telling me Momo can sling from house to house, munch down on some cookies, look at a list of the things you want, pop them under a tree and leave?
Just stuffing and creating.
That's the thing.
I think... Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I wonder if less people would be excited about the gifts if they knew they were coming out of a human. But if they knew they were coming out of Momo, I think more people. I think it balances.
I think she would need an armed guard. Like it would, because like everyone's like, oh, we're gonna like stay up and wait for Santa.
Yeah.
Except it won't be the kids this time.
Yeah.
It'll be like adult fathers being like, oh, I've been waiting for you.
Yeah, it goes from like we're gonna catch Santa to we're gonna catch Santa.
We're gonna catch Santa. There's Ambien in those cookies.
Here's the thing. I don't know how she's gonna get around though. Imagine Levi.
Sarah, the tape guy.
Oh, it's the same thing? You're right. Yeah, just riding them.
Yeah, just have like all the mobility characters in MHA just tied to a sled.
Imagine Levi, just like you're asleep, you just hear something harpoon your window. You're like, what? And just, a man smacks into the side, like barrel
my
rolls.
leg.
Barrel rolls, throws a bunch of presents, and then hops out.
He's like, I have to be in China in an hour. Fuck you. You broke my window. You'll get over it.
Yeah, good answers.
Yeah, great answers. All right, that's everything we have this week, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for checking into Otakus Anonymous. We've been NCHammer23 and the one and only Dana Claus. Thank you guys. We're going to be back next week, regular schedule. You'll be home, right? You'll be back by...
No.
Oh, you won't be.
We'll be a little late. I'll be back New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve is super on a Sunday.
We'll be very late.
We'll be super incredibly late.
Yeah.
We may skip next week, ladies and gentlemen. But, we'll be talking about anime on our own pages, so make sure you check in with that. And everyone, have a happy holidays. Stay safe. If you're going to drink, make sure you get an Uber or a Lyft. Or, just walk, run.
These are Nick's sole opinions and are not felt by the rest of the pod.
Yeah, this is not, listen.
These are not Santa's opinions.
A retweet does not mean I agree, all right? Yeah. But be safe, be merry, spend time with your family, give some presents, and have a good time. Happy holidays and all that, Danny.
Happy holidays, everyone. Who?
Who? You mean who? Who? All right, we love you all. Goodbye.
And now for my next number, I'd like to return to the classics.